Welcome back, everyone, to Conversation with Marvelous, episode 10. And first and foremost, I want to thank everybody in the live chat, everybody who is commenting, having fun on this beautiful Friday night. We were going to have Freaky Tales, but we decided to do a conversation where we'll be back with Freaky Tales next week, hopefully next week, if it isn't Christmas. I'm not sure what day it is. But with that being said, I want to thank everybody who liked, commented, subscribed, shared, disliked. It doesn't matter. You guys are still watching. And then I want to give a shout out to Killer Rosa for blessing me with this blinged out sweater. I actually had it for, I think, about a year. And I just remembered and I said, I got to bless her. She blessed me, so I'm going to sport it. Once again, Killer Rosa, thank you very much. And I sported it. I'm going to take a picture and send it to you, and we'll go from there. So other than that, if you guys want to get a sweater like this, because it's nice, hit up Killer Rosa. She's on Instagram. I believe she has a link in her bio, and you guys can get one yourselves. If you guys did not see the interview with Daza, you guys got to go check it out. We turned up at the very end. That shit was fucking classic. Once again, calls with the Wizard. My special guest was Daza, the Lower the Car Show Queen. And a couple of days before that, I had Carolyn Rodriguez addressing the SPM situation. She's speaking out, sharing everything that was going on and said about her. Definitely go out and check that one out as well, the Carolyn Rodriguez. And then if you guys are in the mood for some ghetto news from an unprofessional perspective, make sure you guys check out News with Norbies. Okay, so other than that, much love, much respect to everyone. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce, once again, Marvelous Inc. Marvelous, how are you?
What's up, Tom? I'm doing good. Thank you for having me again.
You know, let's talk about where we're going to be at actually Sunday between 2 to 8. Okay, I actually got the flyer here. Let's let the people know from 2 to 8. You want to go ahead and fill us in?
Yeah, so far, Sunday, from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., we're gonna be on Whittier Boulevard at a hall. It is a pop-up event. There's gonna be a lot of vendors selling various things. I'm gonna be there doing tattoos. Actually, I won't be doing any real big pieces, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of some nice ass flash. People want to get names, they want to get their area code, they want to get something that represents their city or something to do with their family. I'm down to tat it, and you'll be there as well with me.
Yeah, I'll be there as well. And what I'm gonna do, I mentioned not too long ago that I have like a collection of books that, whether it's mostly ancient history, Mayan, Aztec, a lot of it also. Some stuff that has to do with religion as far as like Christianity, some stuff with Judaism, some stuff with Islam. But what I want to do is I'm going to take maybe about 15 to 20 books. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to have them on the table. And anybody who wants to give a donation, it doesn't matter what kind of an amount, mm-hmm. You can go ahead and take a book. But I'm only going to bring out about 20 just to see how it goes. I don't want to bring my whole fucking collection.
That's right.
So Marvelous asked me, why do you want to get rid of them? I actually had them for years, honestly. And I read maybe about 90% of my books, and the ones that I probably didn't read, I just took information out of it, whatever I needed to benefit me, whether I was going to share or teach it to somebody. But once again, I'm going to take, like I said, 15 to 20 books, and whatever donation you want to give, I'll accept it. I don't care if it's $1, if it's $10 or whatever, but I'm going to have some pretty good stuff out there. So make sure you guys check it out. Once again, it's 4917 Whittier Boulevard. 4917 Whittier Boulevard, and that's Los Angeles, California, 90033, December 18th, from 2 to 8 p.m. Vendors, tattoos, food, music, and music by DJ Greg C. I believe you said he's from Power 106?
Yeah, for sure. And it was created by my homeboy that runs Mad World Apparel. Uh-huh. You can find him at Mad World by Marks. It's MARX. He does hats, designs a lot of stuff for East LA, Boyle Heights. He'll also customize your stuff for, to represent your town that you live in. Does very good customizing stuff that I love his stuff. I have a lot of hats from him. But yeah, it's his event, and I'm thankful that he's letting us join his event, bro. It's gonna be good. We're also gonna be taking donations. If anybody wants to donate any clothing or any gifts for kids for the holidays and stuff, we'll be very thankful if anybody has anything that they want to donate to families in need, Thank you.
Absolutely. So once again, I'll be there. Marvelous will be there. I'm sure Norbies will probably show up.
That's right. Norbert's going to be there.
Yeah, so maybe we could film it. If you guys got any questions, maybe you guys didn't get a chance to call in tonight or submit your question, and you want to come through and ask me, and if he has time, if he's not tattooing, you can ask him. I think it'll be a pretty dope time. I'll be there for at least a couple of hours, and I'll take it from there. But I also want to push my friends, once again, homie, Daza. She's a part of the homies now. You want to check it out?
That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
To be a part of that. So go to Daza.com and order the homie. I actually had people already hit me up and told me, where do I go? Where do I go? Daza.com. D-A-Z-Z-A. D-A-Z-Z-A.com. And you can order the homie. There's only 5,000 made, and after that, it's over. And what happened is it comes, and they're numbered. There's only numbered at the 5,000. Mm-hmm. Mine's like 500 and something. And I think you guys got one as well, right? Yeah. Okay. Norbert and Alice got one as well. And it comes with a signed poster. Oh, wow. So I don't know how much it costs. Go to Dazzle.com and check it out. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say as far as promoting anything. Other than that, see you guys Sunday from 2 to 8. Marvelous. How you been? The last time you were here, it was Freaky Tales. That was a week ago. How's everything been since then? Have you gotten any calls? Because that was such a great episode that we had last Freaky Tales episode. Do you still get a lot of calls, man?
Every day, bro.
Really?
Every single day in the morning when I get up. I'll get calls when I go home tonight, 2 or 3 in the morning. People calling from Australia. It's a different time zone, but, you know, they leave messages. They understand our time difference or whatever, but, you know, they leave messages with respect and stuff like that. So it's dope to hear from everybody, you know? They show me a lot of things that I didn't know. You know, their laws that are changing over there. Right. You know, because eventually at the end of the day, they're going to affect us too when they do hit over here, you know? Right.
One good thing that I just want to reiterate what we said, or what should I say, what was brought up on Freaky Tales when somebody had called and said that it was true that I believe it was Canada, they said that now that they're having a commercial play where if you feel like committing suicide, what was it? You can?
Yeah.
You know, and that guy from Canada called on Freaky Tales and said that it's true, that it's a commercial that's playing that if you're feeling down and you're feeling depressed, it's okay if you want to commit suicide. It's like a comforting commercial for you to fucking kill yourself.
Yep.
I don't understand that, bro, because I would always think that we would want to discourage our friends and family members and everyone else from doing that because of the damage not only that you do to yourself, but to everyone that's left behind.
Yeah.
But yet you got them over there encouraging it. I mean, I know we talked about this plenty of times during our conversations. Like, I know we say it's only going to get worse before it gets better, okay? But it's getting worse fast.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get any better, bro. I think it's very important that we keep each other in the loop, you know, no matter what country you're in or continent you're living on, because we used to watch the news and depend on them to give us the truth or whatever, but we're the news today.
Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing that we actually have people that actually tune in and can be informed. And we encourage everyone to do their own homework. Don't necessarily believe everything we have to say. Yep. I know I get comments sometimes, you guys don't know jack shit. You guys don't. Here's what I say, okay? And I say this at every show, and all the Roadium Radio warriors out there know that we encourage you to do your own homework. You don't have to necessarily believe us. Do your own homework. I mean, the hate is very, very few. I mean, I think we get the love that we get from fans is so enormous and it's so dope. But, you know, there are a few people, you know, don't tell us to do our own research. Don't tell us what to do. And I'm like, then what are we supposed to do then? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so very quickly before we get to our questions, give us, if anything, one of your most interesting calls that you've ever received, maybe maybe this year, 2000, since this year is winding down, 2022. What has been one of the most interesting conversations you've had with somebody over the phone that has called you regarding possibly information like, hey, Marvelous, I have a question about this. I have a question about that. Can you recall?
I think every single call that person has taken the time to look to me for some type of advice is very fucking humbling to me, man. Right. Like, you know, I grew up just the same as you did. everybody else, you know, with drugs and gangs and all this and that. So like I tell people, like, I don't know, I'm not smarter than you, homie.
Right.
Like I could learn something from you. Anybody that calls me, but I think everybody that has called me has really, you know, taught me something, shown me something, or made me look into something that I found out later. And not necessarily that I had the answer for them, but they probably had an answer for me that I was looking for. But I think not in a sense of what you're asking me, the question, but I think a very important call that was very important to me was somebody wanting to commit suicide, bro. And I spent a couple hours on the phone with them, you know, just talking to them and just letting them know that they're important, man.
Right.
There's a lot of people that I was telling my son we were at the mall the other day, and I was telling, you know, people that are walking around here with the biggest smiles on their face, they're laughing the loudest people out there. Those are the saddest people out here. They put on this mask every day and they say that comedians are some of the saddest people in the world. You know, cops, police officers have the highest rate of domestic violence, but yet they're supposed to be deterring people from hitting people.
To protect and to serve.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? So everybody puts on this fucking mask and this fake persona on who they want you to think they are, and they're not that. Everybody on posing on Instagram as to be something that they're fucking not.
Right.
You know? So I mean, yeah, I think that was really important to me, those phone calls, bro. I don't know if you remember that dude that called in one time and his wife reached out. You know, he was talking about hearing voices, bro, and he wanted to, you know, kill his family or something like that. That's important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we did have that phone call.
Yeah.
Did the guy who called, I mean, and I'm not asking for details, but did he at all, how would you say, tell you why he wanted to kill himself?
He just felt alone. He feels alone. And even though he has family members that you know, he spends time with, he says that nobody really knows how he feels inside. He feels really lonely. He feels like he doesn't have he feels nobody understands him, and he's felt like this since he was a child, you know, and I guess he didn't have his dad in his life or whatever, you know, but I try to let him know that, you know, you're still important to somebody, bro. Like, you know, I don't know you, but by having this conversation with you, homie, like I would care about something happening. You know what I mean? Like, man, you could be somebody, and maybe my son will meet you. Maybe you guys will work at a job together, and you could give my son advice. You know, how do you know that you're not going to be important to the next man just because you're feeling like that right now? You're bringing your own spiritual self down, and you're gonna go fuck off that thing, and now it's gonna have a domino effect around everybody that you think didn't love you but really did. Like, don't assume shit that nobody loves you because they didn't say hi to you today. You know,
right.
That doesn't mean that they don't want to say hi to you tomorrow or see you at a birthday party or spend some time with you. You know,
I think sometimes some people go through these things because somewhere in their life somebody made them feel possibly irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe they hung around certain people that belittled them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that made them feel like they weren't important.
Mm-hmm.
But because I know for a certain time, in like in junior high school, today we call it middle school. I don't want to say I hung around, but I had people that tried to make me feel that way. Mm-hmm. But I've always been a strong-willed person that I don't have a problem telling somebody, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but there are people that are not like us.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure a lot of us here watching have had people that have committed suicide, bro. Mm-hmm. And it's a sad thing, you know. Again, I had a friend that committed suicide on Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. You know, now from here on out, his whole family probably can't celebrate Christmas because of that incident. Mm-hmm. So anyways, like, I'm thankful for you to share that because I know especially during the holidays, some people spend it alone. Mm-hmm. Some people spend it with family, and some people, like, they just don't have anybody. Yeah. You know, look, that's why we want to encourage you to come out on Sunday.
That's right.
Come out on Sunday and talk to us. I'm down to have a conversation with you. Yeah. We'll have a fucking horchata or michelada or something.
Simone.
And we'll have a great time. So other than that, look, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the questions. We gave everybody an opportunity to share the questions. So whoever, you know, I'm going to read every question. So here we go. Okay, how does it feel, Marvelous, it's a good one, now being a grandfather? Congratulations. Also, Tony, when you first became a grandfather, did that change anything in your life? You go first.
No, you go first, bro. Come on.
Come on, man. He's congratulating you. I know you're a new grandfather, right? Just recently.
Yeah. It feels good, man. I haven't been able to meet my granddaughter yet because of she was born about almost 2 months early. So she's
Premature, yes.
she's in quarantine or whatever, and only my son and his wife can see her. So I haven't been able, and they're about an hour away. So I mean, I haven't really been able to hold her in my arms yet, but it just feels like it's a big sense of responsibility. You know, you start thinking of, you know, the future now, like, how am I going to protect this little girl? You know, what, you know, you just feel like I don't know if anybody, to have a boy is one thing, you know, it's a proud moment for a man, but I think it's a whole different thing when you have a daughter.
Absolutely.
Man, and it's just like you really have to fucking protect this little girl.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm protective of my boys, but when it comes to my girls, it's like, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, let me ask you this: what do you prefer to be called? Grandpa, Papa, Abuelito? What do you like to be called?
Shit.
Have they asked you or?
Nah, I haven't even. Nah, that's the first time I've heard that. Nah, I don't know, bro. I have no idea. What do you think?
Okay, well, to me, since I don't look old, but I am old.
Yeah.
I want to be called Grandpa.
Really?
So all my grandbabies call me Grandpa. I got 3 grandbabies right now. One on the way. She should be born in February, I believe, because her baby shower was in January. So I'm gonna have 2 boys, 2 girls.
Wow.
My daughter, who's in the Air Force, she gave me my twin boys, Anthony and Vincent. But everything's Grandpa. Now they remixed it and they call me Grampy.
Grampy.
So Grampy. So, but I like to be called Grandpa.
That's dope.
So yeah. So people always like tell me, "You're a grandpa," and I was like, "Hell yeah!" So, but yeah, man. Well, thank you for that shout out. And once again, he wanted to congratulate you on that. This is possibly another shout out. Says, "God bless you both, and God always protect your families, bro. Thank you for everything through these years." Thank you for that. Question for both. When was the last time you guys visit Mexico? Saludos. Me, it was in the late 90s. It was in the late 90s. That was the last time that I actually visited Mexico. So
mine was in 2002 and 2005. Yeah. But I haven't gone where I really want to go. You know, I want to go deep into Mexico. Yeah. I want to visit a lot. I haven't gotten to go visit my grandpa when he grew up there in Tampico, Mexico. I haven't gone to see that. I heard I have family there, but I haven't gone to see him or nothing like that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one is Marvelous. Has some nice artwork. Why don't you let him do one on you, Tony? Live. Much love from Escondido, California.
3 dots.
Well, the thing is, look, I like art. I just don't like it on my body. I don't. So,
were your parents real strict?
Very, very strict. But I'm going to reveal something that I don't know if I ever did reveal it on a podcast. I doubt it. I mean, because I've done possibly over 300 altogether. I want to say about, I think I was 13 years old. And my mom, like, she gave me the mom and son talk. You know how you say the father and son talk?
Yeah.
This was the mom and son talk. And one thing she told me in Spanish was, like, quiero que me jures que nunca vas a agarrar tatuajes. I thought she was going to tell me, you know what, I want you to swear to me that you're going to do good in school, you're going to go to college, you're going to be a great father, etc. But she just told me, I don't ever want you to get any tattoos. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of felt fucked up because I had friends in 7th, 8th, and 9th, because that's what junior high school was, and they already had wheel marks right here in cursive, like, or they had wheel marks on their stomach, or they had a spider web right here, or they had the 3 dots or whatnot, okay? And so I was kind of looking forward to that, but she really made me promise her. And the crazy part is she never told that to any other of my brothers or sisters. So I said, okay. So now we speed up to my mother, pretty much her last hours. She was on her deathbed, pretty much. And she told me, you know, ¿te recuerdas de la promesa que me hiciste? Do you remember the promise that you made to me? And I knew exactly what she was talking about. Wow. Okay, and then I said, yes. And she said, because when I see you again, she goes, I'm going to check you. Don't lie to me. And I said, okay. So she ended up passing away. And it's funny because as soon as she did, one of my brothers went and got tatted. Wow. And I'm like, that's a buster. Like, you didn't want to do it, you know, while she was here or whatever, but I didn't. So that's why I don't get tattoos. I'm keeping a promise.
That's respectful, bro. That's
Yeah.
honorable.
Yeah, thank you, man. So the next question is, have either of you heard any skinwalker stories? I've read several stories about people driving into the desert and being chased by a coyote on its hind legs running 70 miles per hour. Sometimes it's a native wearing a coyote pelt and an animal legs. Much love. Okay, marvelous skinwalker stories.
Yeah, I heard a lot of them. So supposedly, these skinwalkers also associated with shapeshifters.
Yes.
Their frequency or whatever, you hear me talk a lot of shit about frequency and all this and that, but supposedly their frequency is not compatible with being filmed. So whenever they're being filmed, the image gets pixelated a lot, or
Yes.
you'll be able to see double eyes and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I heard a story from a woman. I actually reached out to talk to her about her story. A black woman, and she said that she was doing her daily workout, and she seen a dog or whatever, and all of a sudden this dog turned upright and turned into a man and started walking.
Wow.
Or whatever. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen that video online too about that deer, that double-headed deer or whatever. It's like
No.
they're filming this deer and it's eating the grass and shit, and you see one head, but it turns to the side and you see two heads all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden it turns the other way and it just turns back into one head and walks away and shit. It's pretty crazy, homie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this. Where I was working at, I usually mention it at Ralph's. There was a guy there. I forgot what tribe he said he was from. But it's weird as it may sound. I always thought he was a Mexican guy, and I was always talking to him in Spanish. But it's funny because he looked so native, but I thought he looked like my cousin Pepe from Mexico. Okay, so I was always, ¿Qué pasó, güey? ¿Cómo estás? And he was like, "What are you talking about?" He had like a real white voice, bro.
There's a lot of people like that, homie. This last couple of years, it's so fucking funny that I've been placed in certain places where I swear I'm talking to raza. And it's not. There's one dude's podcast I was on. He ended up being a whole fucking Russian and a half.
Really?
Yeah. This other dude wasn't a Chicano. This other dude was claiming to be indigenous. He wasn't. And it's fucking crazy, homie, how I've been put in this fucking path where I'm like, dang, it's a trip.
Wow. Okay, so he's just like, "What are you talking about? Why are you always talking to me in Spanish?" And he sounded really white. And I was like, "Stop fucking around, bro." So, I mean, his name could have been Pepe, or Jose or whatever. So what happened was, finally, I sat down with him and I told him, "Bro, every time I see you eating, you're eating like meatloaf. You're eating like a turkey sandwich. How come you don't eat no Mexican food?" And he's like, "I'm married to a Mexican wife, but she doesn't cook Mexican food."
What?
And I was like, all right, whatever. So I always thought, in my mind, he's a fucking sellout or whatever. So one day I heard him going off at this one guy. Now I knew the other guy was a native. He looked more like Eskimo native, like from Alaska, I guess, totally different color. And they were going off at each other. And then I asked the other guy, I said, "Why are you going off at him?" He goes, "Oh, he's from a totally different tribe from me."
Oh, wow.
So I said, "Well, what do you mean a different tribe?" And he goes, "Oh, you didn't know he was native?" And I said, "No." So to make a long story short, I was talking to this guy, and his last name happened to be Begay. Begay. Okay, that was so be gay. Okay?
Be gay.
That's how you spell it, be gay, but Begay. So one day he was telling me that he was going to go to a reservation, I guess. So I just happened to ask him about a skinwalker, and he said, "Oh, you mean the medicine men?" He said, "Some people call them skinwalkers, some people call them medicine men." He said, "At night," he said, "I won't go out."
A medicine man? I never heard that.
That's what he referred it to.
Right.
He said, "It's either or, like a medicine man or a skinwalker."
Right.
He said, "But I won't go out at night during the reservation." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "I just won't go out." And I said, "Do you believe that is true? That they can actually turn into an animal?" And again, this is just his answer.
Yeah.
He says, "Yes."
Yeah.
He says, "Yes." And I was like, "Really?" And he goes, "Yes, I don't go out there." So I asked the other native guy, I just said, "Hey, man, you know what?" He told me what tribe he was from, and he just said, "Oh, our tribe doesn't get along with his tribe." And it's funny how they call each other Indian, like an Indian. There goes that Indian, and that's how they will refer to each other, like Oh, wow. And so I asked him, I said, "Do you believe in skinwalker?" And he goes, "Yeah, I don't fuck around with those guys." And I said, "Do you believe they're real?" He goes, "Oh yeah." So I hope that it kind of answers your question. That's all I really know when it comes to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They say there's one thing that they say, and this is a myth also, that the only way to kill them is to call them by their real name or their name or something like that. I've heard that, but I don't know how in the hell would you know their identity? You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Okay, let's go on. It says, would you guys be able to give a deeper explanation on the correct way to pray, how to address God, or the correct way to say His name? Is there a right way or a wrong way to pray? Thank you, Norbies, Tony, Marvelous, and everyone off screen that help make these shows happen. First and foremost, you're very welcome. So now I guess the question is, how do you pray, and is there a right way or a wrong way to pray?
You want to answer it first?
Well, look, I'm going to say how I pray.
Okay.
Okay. You don't necessarily have to pray. People don't necessarily have to agree with me. Let me say that. But this is the way I pray. Some people pray en el nombre del Padre, Hijo y Espíritu Santo. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. Mm-hmm. But me, when you say en el nombre, you're saying in the name. Mm-hmm. But what is the name of the Father? What is the name of the Son? And does the Holy Spirit have a name? Because we're saying in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Okay, now, I'm going to just use the English word Jesus, which we read from the King James Bible, okay? Now, there's a scripture that says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Jesus said that, okay? So he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So the way I've always prayed and have gotten my answers, my prayers answered, I've always prayed, Father, in the name of Jesus. That's how I always started my prayers. Mm-hmm. And then I would pray, cover and bless my family, my home, my children, my finances, my friends, protect us, bless us, help us to be, a blessing to others. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you for, every morning when I wake up, I thank God every morning. Right. Okay. And I always, in my prayers, in Jesus' name. Mm-hmm. There's times that I do lift up my hands as a form of surrendering. Mm-hmm. For an example, for those of you guys that know sports, when a wide receiver takes off and he's open, he lifts up his hands mm-hmm. to say that he's open. Mm-hmm. When I pray, there's times that I do lift up my hands because I'm open to receive what God has for me. So that's my way.
Okay.
So everybody has a different way, but this is what has worked for me. Go ahead.
Okay, so, the commandment, right?
Yes.
Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain.
Absolutely.
Right? So what would be associated with taking the Lord's name in vain? Saying the wrong name.
Yes.
Assuming that his name would be this and that.
Right.
So if you're talking about the Son of God, which the King James Bible likes to refer to a man named Jesus, which is really stands for, Zeus.
Right, Jesus.
That's not his name. But if you want to go to knowing the truth and you want to go off hieroglyphs and Aramaic or the Hebrew language, which where it comes from, let's break down what the correct pronunciation of that name, which would be not God. God is a deity, the man-made word. Anything could be a god, anything of worship that a goyim or a heathen or a Gentile would worship. So the real name of God would be Yah, Y-A-H. It's actually the encoding of our DNA, Y-A-H, Yah, Yahweh. So that would be the name of the Most High Creator.
Is that the same name as the Yud Hey Vav Hey that spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the son that was born unto Joseph from the tribe of Judah, pronunciation of his name would be Yahweh Shai. Mm. That is the correct pronunciation, not Jesus. So it's like you're going to the gates of heaven and you're going to say, hey, I'm here to see Jesus. Then be like, who the fuck you looking for? There ain't nobody here by that name.
I don't think they'll say it like that, but I know what you mean.
Right? So what Scripture says is how to pray. Women should have their head adorned, covered.
Yes.
And you shall face the holy temple, which is towards the east. Mm-hmm. And men, the same thing.
Right.
And where three or more are combined, the Holy Spirit will reside.
Right. I believe that too. I believe that part. With two or three together, there I would be in the midst of them.
Correct.
So you know what? Like I said, please don't, because believe it or not, Marvelous, it's very few. But I do get DMs and I do get comments where people say, just turn into a Bible study. You know what's funny? That when we talk about it, it turns into a Bible study. But when a white goofy guy on A&E channel says Bible scholar and he mentions the Bible, everybody goes, ooh.
Or you got to have an accent, like a fucking European accent.
Yeah, like they'll believe them.
Yeah.
You know, they could take a white guy from Skid Row, give him a haircut, comb his hair to the side, throw on some polo cologne and a swamp meat suit.
Yeah.
You know, and then they'll put Bible scholar and people are like, you know, este güey sí sabe.
Yeah.
You know, this guy knows. But you put one of us, esos mamones que saben. What the fuck do they?
Imagine if this show was just audio, bro, and we just came and people can just hear us, but they couldn't see how we looked. And we're just on the mic saying, and today we're going to talk about, you know, the Bible and where Jesus comes from. And then after that, we're going to go over that to scripture number 5, and we're going to go scroll down to chapter 7. And, you know, imagine that shit. And then all of a sudden you pull back the screen and some fucking vato locos, you know, talking about some scripture. People trip out.
Clark, let's turn to the book of Matthew.
Honestly, mate.
Yes, Matthew chapter 7. And then motherfuckers would be like, ooh, these guys are good. And then they fucking open up the screen and it's just us. Hi.
Somebody's going to soundbite that shit.
Fuck you guys. You guys are deceivers. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Can you ask Marvelous if he watches Ancient Aliens?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of it. That shit's bad. I like it.
Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go. Let's see. If you got the chance, would either of you visit Israel if you could? That would be a crazy video. Tony and Marvelous in Israel. You go first. Would you visit Israel?
I believe we are in Israel, bro.
Okay, well, we're talking about the land we call Israel today.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would like to go see it, yeah. I would like to go see Sodom and Gomorrah where, you know, the whole land was destroyed and see the sulfur for myself.
Okay. Me, personally, I'm going to say this. For the last 10 years, I pretty much, and it's going to sound funny, okay, Marvelous? I almost went every year. I never gone.
Damn.
Okay, but let me tell you why. I have friends that actually go. Okay, and every year they say, "Hey, man, this year is only going to be 3,500." Here's the reason why I haven't gone, because they are there for 10 days, and honestly, I really don't have 10 days to spare. And when I was working, I unless they timed it when I got vacations, because I used to get a month off vacation, but you could only get it 1 week at a time. So I couldn't get 10 days off. 7 days in Israel, 3 days in Egypt, but that's not including the days that it takes to get over there and the days that it gets back. So you're gone pretty much 2 weeks.
Damn.
And I don't have time like that, bro. So if I go to Israel, I would have to go for about 3 days and then just come back. So
I don't think that's enough time, man. I think you need a whole fucking month there.
yeah, it's not. It's not. So, but yes, I would definitely love to go. I would love to go to the Wailing Wall. I would love to go where the Temple of Solomon was. I would love to go to the Via de la Rosa. I would like to go to the Sea of Galilee, the Jordan River. I would like to go visit all those historic places. Okay, yo, Tony, did you ever get a creepy vibe off that one witch that was on Freaky Tales? I believe her name was Lady. Also, would you ever have her back on? Saludos to you and to Marvelous from Bakersfield, and a big shout out to the hometown Santa Maria. No, you know, I never got a creepy vibe from her. I think the only thing that I thought was kind of creepy was the doll that she brought. She said it was demonically possessed. That's what she said. I'm gonna keep it real, Marvelous. Now, on the show, this woman said, she admitted to me that she sold her soul.
Damn.
That's what she said. I didn't ask her to who and for how much. You know, I just, okay, I go, so you sold your soul? She was like, yeah, I sold my soul. And I said, all right. Now, and believe me, she's a cool lady, okay? She just said some things that to me were a little bit off. And if she ever hears this, I respectfully say this, that it was just odd hearing it, because she said she's a witch, but she's also a Christian. That's what she said. And that's what kind of threw me off. And I was like, I mean, not kind of, it did throw me off.
Yeah.
You know, but I respect her as a person, you know. No, so she never, ever creeped me out. The only thing that I thought was weird was she told me two things. She sold her soul, and that she, her doll was demonically possessed. So that's it. Would I ever have her back on? Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Would you come on if she was here?
Fuck no.
Okay, Marvelous said fuck no. So
Chale, homie.
you can't get no more clear than that. Okay, Marvelous, do you go to the gym? If not, you should join Tony when he starts his health challenge in January. Do you go to the gym? Not the gym's house.
Nah. I've always worked out, with homies or, on my own. I never felt the need to go to a gym and work out and see other motherfuckers sweat. Like, fuck that.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, your shit, I'm down to go with you, homie. Like,
Okay.
Or do your challenge thing. Like, fuck yeah. I think all of us should do that shit.
Yeah, I told everybody that I think this is like, how many more weeks to the new year? Like 2? Okay. After this, I'm not drinking anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go solid, hard 3 months. And I said that I'll lift up my shirt on Roadium Radio and you guys can see my ripped six-pack.
That's right.
Okay?
Get down.
I'm going to be 55 when I do it. It'll be on March 28th. Mm. So my whole thing is, it isn't to fucking show off, to try to be this fucking prima donna, to try to be this show off. My thing is to encourage everyone that don't think that you can't do it.
Yeah.
Don't think that, My thing is this. Why not you? Some people may say, I can't do it. I've tried. Why not you?
Yeah.
So whoever wants to be a part of it, I'll give you where I work out, but you may be working. I work out between 12 and 1 o'clock in the city of Carson at 24-Hour Fitness. I told plenty of people that, So whoever wants to come, Mondays I do chest, Tuesdays I do back, Wednesdays I do arms, Thursdays I do shoulders, and Fridays I do legs. And then I rest. You got to rest. Some people do 7 days. No, you got to rest your body. Take protein after every workout. You have to take protein because when you're ripping muscle, the way your muscle's going to grow is that you have to feed it. And how you feed it is by taking protein. Then it's not only just going to the gym. It defeats the purpose of going to the gym and then going to fucking McDonald's and buying 2, Big Macs. You got to change your eating habits. Don't look at it as a diet. Look at it as a lifestyle. Okay? So.
You ever see those vatos? My bad. You ever see those dudes that fucking inject oil shit?
I don't know why do you do that,
Man,
dude?
they're stupid, huh?
I mean, they walk around like if they got fucking pillows. It's like fucking stupid, man. So.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Is it blasphemy to believe in astrology?
Well,
is it against God to believe in astrology?
I think you said it. According to the scriptures, yes, it is against God to put anything above Him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it could be tarot cards, it could be horoscopes, it could be crystal ball. I'll be honest with you, and I think you'll agree. Mm-hmm. It could even be your lady. Mm-hmm. If you put your lady, anything that's considered idolatry. Mm-hmm. In other words, that's your idol. It could be your car. Okay, it could even be your gym membership, your body. That I got to take care of this shit, my physique. Mm-hmm. Anything that, according to the scriptures, you put before God is considered idolatry. So, yes, it is wrong. So, right. So if you have a girlfriend and she's fine as hell and you keep putting her before your kids and before yourself, and honestly, dump that trick. So, hey, Marvelous, how many guys, honestly, have we known that have literally put their girls on a fucking pedestal and those girls don't give a shit about them? Gang of them, okay? Anyways, Tony can ask Norbert to ask Marvelous that if Marvelous can ask you to ask Norbert to ask you to ask Marvelous, when will Marvelous be asking you any questions? Since you are the one that's always asking Marvelous.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's all good, loco. I'm just joking. I'm pretty sure you know why. If they had the balls, they'd make the call and ask him themselves, right? Anywho, respect to you and your team, familia, friends. Have a blessed day, and I'll be tapping in like always, showing support. And that's Mike_53 on YouTube. Marvelous, anything you want to ask me? I guess,
Nah, shout out to Mike. And I want to give a shout out to News with Norbies. I enjoy that fucking show. Yeah, so shout out to the homie. Both of them. Alex has a lot. Everybody that's under this umbrella right here, Roadium, has a lot to offer, man. The community. So I'm very thankful that I get to work with you guys.
Okay, now there's one question that I'm going to ask you that I would ask myself that I think nobody has ever asked me on any podcast. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I'm going to ask you first. Mm-hmm. Okay. if you can go back at a certain time in your life, like think of elementary, middle school, or high school possibly, what would you tell yourself? First, give me the time. Where would you want to reach yourself at?
Reach myself right in or around the time when I first got into my hood, and just tell myself to keep pursuing my martial arts. That was my main goal, since I was 5 years old, doing mixed martial arts and my sponsorship and fighting in the Junior Olympics and all the other events that I used to compete in. I always wanted to go to the Olympics, bro. And my best friend, Armin, he was Armenian in Glendale, badass fucking fighter, man. He actually made the Olympic team, and he got to fight. And I always man, I was so happy for him, but I was in jail at the time, and I was like, fuck, man, I could have been there. I could have did that shit.
Do you think that would have, the reason why you would go back and talk to yourself about that, do you think that's because you think that would have kept you off the streets?
Yeah, definitely. I wish I could show myself, But I know, again, like if I did talk to myself, I would probably give myself the fucking middle finger too. I'd be like, man, get the fuck out of here, homie. That ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna get busted. You ain't gonna get involved in this shit. You ain't gonna get busted for that shit. All this bad shit ain't gonna happen to you. You ain't gonna lose your homies like that. And everything bad that I didn't think would happen happened to me. So now I know how it is to try and reach the youth and tell them, hey, homie, fuck all that barrio shit, or don't do dope, or don't do this, and they're just looking at you like I looked at the older person, or you looked at the older person, like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I think for me, honestly, Marvelous, if somebody would ask me, at what point in your life would you go back and talk to yourself? Here's where I think I lost it. And when I say I lost it, didn't mean that I turned to drugs. It meant that I no longer wanted anything to do with school. When I graduated to 6th grade, that's when my brother took me to the nightclub. Okay? He DJ'd at a club in Long Beach called Grand Central Station in the 80s. I still have flyers when he put me on when I was 12 years old, when I started DJing already.
Damn.
I have flyers still, okay? And as a matter of fact, I'll be posting it up soon on Instagram. And you know who I was on the flyer with? DJ Joe Cooley for Rodney Joe Cooley.
Wow.
Okay, we're talking about 81, I believe, or 82, somewhere around there. And I was a youngster. At that point in my life, I knew what I wanted to do because I saw how musically he controlled the crowd just by DJing.
Yeah.
I saw it and I wanted that. I actually became better than my brother. He's the one that introduced me to it. But now when I say that, why I would go back and talk to myself, because when I graduated that same day, I went to the club. Now I'm entering the 7th grade. I didn't care about school. We had 7 periods. The freedom to go from classroom to classroom to classroom to classroom, I thought this is just too much freedom for me. And like the next week, I was already fucking ditching. And you know what we were doing? Breaking into fucking people's houses. And you know for what? For fucking coins. Why? So we can go to Neptune fucking liquor, where I still go buy my fucking beer, to play Donkey Kong, Space Invaders, Centipede, all of that shit. And then from there, the person that I should have been making proud was my mother. I never did. So I would go back not only for myself, but to make her proud. So yeah, that at that point in time, that's where I would go back and speak to myself. So now, would I probably not be a DJ or producer? Probably not, but I know I could have been great in school. Okay. And I could have done my art because in 5th and 6th grade, I was already painting murals. So I know I was a good artist. I just stopped. Art traveled in my family. Music, I'm the only music guy that came out of my family. My father's the one that taught me that, and film, etc. And fucking comedy. So, all right, let's move on. Ask Mark.
Real quick, I got a question for you since
Yes.
I never ask you shit. What is something about you that somebody wouldn't expect to know about you, whether it be a talent or experience?
Probably, honestly, that I like to read.
That's it? You like to read?
I really like to read. I really enjoy reading.
What kind of books, though? Like novels, stories, and shit, or educational shit?
Mostly 90% history. 90% history. And that's, because that's how I got introduced to the Bible. Was reading history. I was just so intrigued on learning other people's cultures. So much, Marvelous, that I shamefully admit this, that I know more about the Babylonian culture, the Egyptian culture, the Israeli culture, you know, we're talking about Israel, than I do know about my own culture. Because I was just so intrigued. I just figured, I'm Mexican, I already know what I got to know. But there's so much more. There's so much more. And that's where I shamefully admit it. But that, and that I enjoy and I love classical music, that's probably what I'll be bumping in my car when people get in. I love classical music. I love going to museums.
Like jazz?
No,
Or
just classical. Like, I mean, some of the most famous composers are, whether it be Bach or whether it be Beethoven.
Oh, wow.
I love shit like that.
Have you ever tried to play an instrument?
Yes, and I didn't have the patience.
No?
I lack patience. I went to Harvard College right here, and which is a city college, and I tried to take piano classes, and the teacher, I didn't have a good teacher. I tried learning it by myself, but I know I would have been a person that plays by ear. As soon as I hear it, I could play it with my hand, but I didn't stick to it.
People chip out on me too. I play piano and the saxophone.
Really?
Alto sax.
Wow. Yeah, see, those are a lot of things that we do, or that a lot of people may not know. I'm also, and I admitted this, this is not a talent, but I'm a loner. I enjoy many times being by myself. You know, when I go to the museums, I'm there by myself. There's times I've gone to Universal Studios by myself.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm serious.
That's crazy, homie.
Well, you know, one thing that I've never done, because I think it'll look freaky, is to go to the movies by yourself. You know, especially a drive-in.
Crazy.
Okay. Sports question. Why is it that baseball is the only sport that the coaches dress like the players in full uniform? Imagine Phil Jackson coaching from the bench in Lakers uniform. It's silly, right? I mean, I don't know.
Hey, that is true, huh?
That is true, yeah.
I never thought about that
But
shit.
I think they look classy, bro, when they wear nice fucking suits. Now, in football, Tom Landry, the coach of Dallas Cowboys, used to always wear a suit, always had a nice little brim and a feather. Classy. Today, you know, you got fucking Bill Belichick. You give him a brand new fucking Balenciaga sweater, and he'll cut them fucking sleeves off. You know, so.
Hey, what do you think about those videos popping up recently on social media on the glitches in like baseball, football, that shit, where you see several teammates doing the exact same fucking thing at the same time?
I haven't seen those yet.
No? Oh man, that's a trip.
So you think
the same fucking thing, homie? Like if they're drones or some shit.
Wow, you're gonna have to send me that.
Yeah.
Okay. Ask Marvelous if he knows about Bill Cooper. If so, what does he think about his book, Behold a Pale Horse?
Yeah, I do, but I mean, what I know about his book, I mean, it's not essentially from him, but my studying on everything that they're doing, from rituals to, you know, Lucifer, all that shit, that everything, you know.
You know what the big hype on that book was?
What?
He names the Antichrist. I mean, I don't care if his name is Federico. You know, who cares? Like, I don't care what kind of cologne he's gonna wear. You know, I don't care if he's gonna wear socks high. You know, I just don't. But that was the big thing when my brother was in jail. You got to give me Behold the Pale Horse. You got to give me Behold the Pale Horse. Why? He names the Antichrist. I go, why don't you just let me look it up, and I'll give you the name. But that damn book was just as thick as a phone book, as a Yellow Pages. So I have the book here. As a matter of fact, I think I'll take it Sunday and no donation. I'll give it to you. So believe me, you're not going to want to waste your life on reading that damn book. So, okay. Is Marvelous ever going to release the video he did with Hoodstocks?
Oh, I have one. I only have one. I don't have the first video, man. Somebody said that they had it and they were gonna send it to me. There's about 3 of them. I only have one, and that's the one I did with a homie local from Highland Park.
Okay. How many times were you on there?
Like 3 times.
Okay, and which one was the one where, you know, I guess it was mentioned that you said he was Russian? Was that episode?
Well, he said it.
Oh,
yeah, that was the first one. Yeah, where he talked about his dad being Russian. It wasn't his life. He's a Ashkenazi Jewish dude. So he was claiming to be, you know, part of the people of the Bible. I was in shock. I was like, damn, homie, I thought you were a Rasa. But...
Right, because when I did my interview, I saw that he had the Star of David here. Okay, so I asked him about that because I told him I know about your culture. And he was like, oh, really? And he started telling me about his father, but he didn't tell me that he was Russian. He just said he was Jewish, but obviously he's a Russian Jew. Okay, so that's as far as we got there. But Yeah. So then you went back one more time, which was the third time, and was it pretty much the same thing?
No, it was a debate with Loco. He didn't know that me and Loco knew each other. So yeah, it was. I mean, not a debate, but I mean, Loco's very knowledgeable. He reads a lot of fucking books. So I mean, he's pretty smart.
Right.
You know, so he wanted to debate the whole flat Earth thing, and we talked a lot of stuff. We talked about, I guess, his beliefs and Lucifer and what fucking Scientology was, and just a lot of stuff that we talked about. I have that video, homie, but I don't know if I could put it out or what, or you probably get all hurt if I did put it out about, you know, I guess you can't put it out. I guess it's because it's part of his platform or whatever.
No, it's his platform. He could have it taken down.
And I wouldn't even give a shit to put it out or whatever, but I mean, if people wanted it and I could send it, I've tried to send it, but it's too long.
It's too long.
It's a fucking like 2 hour.
Now, okay, if it's a debate and it got great views and people enjoyed it, why would he take it down?
Oh, because he's got hurt. He got hurt, man. You know, there's a lot of stuff I could say, but, you know, I'm not about to bash this dude over the internet or whatever. You know, I wanted to have that conversation in person like a man. But, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like this. Okay. If you look at my father, and I'll show you pictures, he looked like a white man with blue eyes. Straight white guy with blue eyes. As a matter of fact, my granddaughter has his exact blue eyes. Never spoke English. His parents are from Torreon, Coahuila. Now, if you look at his mother, Rebecca, and his father, which is his name's Natividad, which is Nativity. Okay, I met his father. He was somewhat of a darker man, and I met my abuelito, and then I met my abuelita Rebecca. She was a white lady from Mexico, from the same place, Torreon, Coahuila, because that's where my mom and my dad met, from the same town. But if I had to say, I would say they were probably Spaniard. You know, because that's what they look like. My dad sometimes will say, you know, a lo mejor, you know, maybe we're part Irish, maybe we're part Spaniard. I don't know. Yeah. But now let's just say for some reason I found out that my dad's, you know, down his line that, you know, he did have Spaniard or he did have Irish. And if you told me, then you're Irish. Okay, so be it. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Right.
You know, so no voy a estar aferrado. I'm not going to be so angry like, fuck that, bro. Yeah. You know, I am raza, you know. It's not going to bother me. Now, my mom's side is purely all native, you know, so.
There's a lot of people, homie, and this is where it shouldn't even be a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
I'm not making a big deal about it. Right. Just like the whole Chicano issue. Somebody called in and asked a question, and you know, people thought that I was putting somebody else down by answering that question. But say I wasn't here and I brought another homie up right here, he would say the same fucking thing. Are you going to bash him for saying the same thing on the definition of a fucking word? I mean, it shouldn't even fucking matter. If we're brown now and we're representing the raza to the best of our ability with facts and educating the youth, you know, let's do that shit. You know, let's stick together. But Absolutely. All the other bullshit, like, man, fuck all that other bullshit, homie. Like, nobody really, unless you live on a fucking reservation, if you're really able to track your fucking lineage down to a fucking T, homie, nobody really knows who the fuck they are. Your dad could have been Mexican, his dad could have been Mexican, his dad could have been Mexican, but his dad could have been a fucking Spaniard. So then what the fuck does that mean? Can anybody really trace their dad's lineage back 7 generations? Nah, they can't.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Okay. Ask him about the 411 people disappeared in the forest. You ever heard about that? I never heard about that either.
Nah.
Yeah, ask him about the 411 people disappeared in the forest. I'm not sure. Okay. Yo, Marvelous, have you ever tattooed anyone famous from Tucson, Arizona?
Athletes.
Okay.
Yeah, but nobody, like, no stars or anything like that.
Okay. Let's see. Ask Marvelous, when is he going to interview Tony on his podcast and ask him the hard questions? What hard questions?
Yeah, what is a hard question?
You know, I actually like going on podcasts. I don't like to. I wish they would ask me different questions because many people, and I'm not trying to be a jerk by saying this, don't know how to podcast. So they ask like general questions. For an example, I sat in on podcasts where they said, "So Tony, tell me, what made you get into the music business?" So now I got to start from when I'm 11 years old and give him everything in chronological order, which is going to take about 30 minutes. You know, those questions are just so, you know, I do want hard questions. Like what you said, what is one thing that people may not know about you? You know, so I like stuff like that. I like to be challenged when I'm interviewed, but all interviews are pretty much the same for me because they ask the same old questions, you know. So, all right. Oh, shit. Okay. How can I start my own business? What advice do you give me? I have a couple business ideas. Tony and Marvelous, thank you, brothers. Saludos from Florida. What advice do you give me? I have a couple business ideas. You know what? A couple of things come to mind, and sit down with winners. The conversation is different. Don't take advice from people that have failed. Don't take advice from people that have failed. Now, there's people say, I failed so I can help you. I'll show you how to do it right. Or you can go to the guy that has been doing it right and say, this is the way I do it. Here's the formula, okay? Get with like-minded people, and I say that have succeeded. You know, if you're looking for success as far as a business, most people will say it's going to take at least a couple of years for your business to get off the ground, you know, to promote, etc. You know, when I say promote, let people know that you actually are in business, you know, whatever that the case that may be. Of course, you may struggle for the first 2 years, or you may be one of those lucky ones that it just takes off, you know. But other than surrounding yourself with good, successful people, Marvin, is there any other way to promise success?
You know what? Okay, I'm not going against what you said right now, but I have a big problem with all these people that go on the fucking, whether they be mega millionaires or whatever the fuck. There's an older gentleman that's a millionaire or whatever, and these are motivational speakers. And
I don't believe those guys.
Me neither. That's exactly what I'm gonna say. I don't believe none of that fucking bullshit that they're saying.
Right.
The only thing that I have that I can definitely say that's a fact is know what the fuck you want to sell and believe in that.
Believe in it.
Believe in it. And manifest that shit into fucking reality. You know, every day get up and believe in that shit. If you don't believe and you doubt it, when people ask you about your product, whatever, about this fucking mask right here or this phone, or here, I want to sell this phone. And if you don't know shit about this phone, how the fuck are you going to sell it? Let alone believe in the stuff that comes with it. If you don't believe in yourself or your product, you're not going to, It's like people that ask me about tattooing and they want to know about tattoos and shit. And they'll be like, oh, you know, Marvelous, so what could I do to make myself a good tattoo artist or whatever? I'm barely starting off. You know, what kind of equipment? I bought this tattoo gun or whatever, and it's a bougie-ass starter kit, which is crap. You don't want to get that shit. Then they go buy this bullshit, a bunch of different colors that are bullshit inks too. You know, the ink's gonna fall out in maybe a month or whatever. You know, they don't know. You gotta invest in yourself as well. You know what I mean? So invest in yourself. Believe in the fucking product that you're gonna get off the ground, and manifest that fucking shit, man.
Okay, like for an example, okay. I've been blessed and fortunate to have been a producer because of how I started. Okay, let me just give you just a quick example. I knew Steve Yano. He knew people. I would have never met the people that I met if it wasn't for him. So I used those tools that he gave me. Come on, we're gonna go to the studio. So I started asking one of the greatest producers ever, in my opinion, the greatest hip hop producer ever. I started asking Dr. Dre questions. Okay, so then whatever I learned from him, I implemented in what I did. Now, one of the next best producers who recently is going around saying he needs to be where Dre is at, he became my friend soon after that. And you know what I asked him for? Can I have some sounds? I wanted kicks, snares, hat, kabasa, shaker, open hats. And he gave me his whole fucking library, which I still have. Okay? I was blessed and fortunate to have been with those guys. Now, if I wanted to get into tattooing, first of all, I would like to think that I better have somewhat of a good imagination for art. Okay. I would hit up a Marvelous Inc. Marvelous, what kind of guns do you use? Okay, this. What should I start off with? Okay, what kind of ink? Now, say I graduate, but now I have the capability or the ability to call up Mr. Cartoon and take my game to another level. Okay, so honestly, make connections, man.
Build bridges.
Build bridges.
Yep.
build bridges. So that's what I would say, and that's how you're going to succeed, you know. And believe it or not, I can't do it without my team, bro.
And my phone, homie, you go to my contacts, I have a fucking shoe connect. I have a fucking mechanic connect. I have somewhere to get my shirts. I have a place where I buy my Pendletons. And all these people I know, I could send you to somebody where, if you, and not saying that I'm anybody,
Right.
but just say, hey, tell them Marvin, I think I sent you, homie. Tell them that dude with the tattoo sent you. And they're going to give you a discount. They'll hook
Right.
you up. You know what I mean?
See, you can go get transmission or the smog fix with Alex,
go.
legally or illegally.
There you go.
And he'll hook you up. just tell him, just give him the Roadium Radio promo code and you're in.
Get it.
Okay.
Get it, homie.
All right. Let's see. Hey, marvelous question. What's your take on the North Sentinels Island that's between India and Thailand? They are living uncivilized, away from all contact from the outside world. They are living in primates. With no modern technology. They put with no modern technology. They spear anyone who comes near the shore. In 2018, a missionary was killed trying to make contact. Rescuers were unable to recover his body because they were very aggressive. Do you think the Indian government should try to make contact with them or let them be? Thank you, Steve.
I don't believe that they killed him.
Okay.
There was pictures of him still alive there. Actually rowing a canoe with them, or not a canoe. They call it, I forgot what the name of the boat is, but it looks like a canoe. I'll just call it a canoe. But I don't believe that they killed him. And I believe that they're living the way they should be living. Shit, you know, they don't need no technology. They're living off of fucking organic food that they're they're keeping their rituals, and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
You know, look, if that's the way they want to live, then cool. Let them live like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, we got people in Pennsylvania. You got the Amish that live with no technology.
Mm-hmm.
They're living like that here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, but I'm sure that if they wanted access to technology, they could.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my sister went to Egypt, I believe, last year.
Mm-hmm.
She said kids were playing with rocks and tires, but every single one of them had a damn cell phone.
Mm.
So they have access to technology.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just think it's crazy taking your own fucking selfie or making a phone call and you're standing right there by the pyramids drinking a 40.
Hey,
So go ahead.
Can I elaborate on that a little bit?
No.
Okay. The only reason they spear anybody that comes by is because they let people come in once, and they took like a family. They kidnapped them, and they took them back to the mainland, and the mother and the father started dying, and when they died, they grabbed the kids, they gave them a bunch of gifts, and took them back to the island. But after that, they don't know what kind of damage that they did by sending them back with all the diseases that they picked up from.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anything you want to add to that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Let's keep it going. Okay. What the fuck? Did I switch it already? Let me see. Okay, here we go. Saludos, Marvelous. Congrats for being a abuelo. Saludos, Tony. Why do IE fools like to grab their highness ass and chichis in front of people at Walmart customer service line?
I don't know, man.
Look, tonight we're gonna open up the phone lines. I want IE fools and LA fools to call in and give you a fucking best fucking roast. Okay? If there's some worthy ones, we're gonna make a fucking clip. Okay? So, yo, what's up? This is so-and-so from LA, and I want to know why IE fools do this. Yo, this is so-and-so from the IE, and I want to know why LA does this. Okay? So that's how we're going to do it. Okay. Just want to get your guys' opinion on the second coming of Jesus. How do you think it will go down? I don't know if you can answer that. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Go for it, homie.
I heard a mouse licking ice. It got so quiet in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I heard a roach tap dancing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to lead you to one book, okay? And that's Zechariah 14. Now, according to Bible prophecy, according to Norbert's news, okay.
Norby's news.
Now, according to Bible prophecy, okay. Israel was dispersed to the four corners of the earth. When I say the four corners of the earth, north, south, east, and west in 70 AD. When General Titus came down, destroyed the temple, okay? You can still see the ruins today in Israel, okay? The temple where the Ark of the Covenant was. they were dispersed. That's why there's Jewish people everywhere. Russian Jews, German Jews, whatever. Then it was prophesied that in the last days, this was almost 2,000 years later after 70 AD, okay? May 14, 1948, Israel became a nation again, okay? May 14, 1970, I believe June 7th, 1967, Jerusalem was restored to Israel, even though it's not the capital of Israel. Tel Aviv is the capital of Israel right now, but Trump wanted to restore Jerusalem to become the capital of Israel once again. Okay, so now, according to Bible prophecy, Jesus could not have come back unless Israel was there. Israel is here now, as far as the land, biblical prophecy. But Zechariah 14 said that he would come down the second coming, step on the Mount of Olives, and there would be a massive earthquake. He would walk down the Kidron Valley, walk through the eastern gate, walk into the temple, and proclaim himself to be the Son of God. Okay? That's Bible prophecy. You can read about that in Zechariah chapter 14, and that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want people to say that this is TBN. So anyway, the Ballers Network. So, Marvelous, you want to take a stab at it?
Not really.
Why? Come on, man.
No, I'm tired of talking about that, man.
I know, but
Answer some gangster shit.
I know, but they're asking. Look, go to my community right now on YouTube, and you can see all these questions. We're reading them off. Okay, so look.
I believe it's gonna be all. Yeah, I believe it's gonna be a form of energy, man. To be honest with you.
So not necessarily something physical.
Not something physical, like a physical being or anything like that. I know Christianity has a hard fucking people in a headlock over that man-made religion. But I believe it's a form of energy, and I believe that it's happening right now. Somebody mentioned the collapse of the dollar. That's already been happening.
Yeah.
Everybody investing in Bitcoin better fucking pull your shit out of there. That shit's the most stupidest, ignorant thing that you could fucking invest your money in.
I tell my son that.
That shit's all that shit's gonna collapse. Everything that you idolizing right now, it's gonna be for nothing.
Bite the coin.
Yeah. So yeah, I just believe it's all energy, bro. I believe these portals are being opened and without people even knowing about it.
Yeah. Portals, and so are legs being opened. Mm-hmm. But anyways, what about a tattoo episode?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Would you ever tattoo somebody here live?
Yeah, let's tattoo somebody here now.
You got your shit? I got a marker.
I'll go pick it up. I'm gonna come back. Yeah, but nah, fuck yeah. Let's have a test session here.
Yeah, you know what? I don't mind. Find somebody that's willing to get something small. Something small.
Yeah.
And fuck it. We'll have a little tattoo episode.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I seen somebody get their fucking podcast tatted on their back. Fucking pendejo, stupid ass shit. That was the fucking dumbest thing.
Somebody did that?
Yeah, big as fuck.
I didn't. Damn. All right.
Damn.
All right.
Charlie, I wouldn't do that.
No. I just want an actual midget, his actual size on my back. And put the plan. Okay. Tony and Marvelous, thoughts on the idea of the 2028 end, Israel becoming a nation in 1948. We just touched on this, okay? Mm-hmm. It's saying the fig tree generation will not pass after Israel's return and will see the day of the Lord. It's supposed to say a generation. You put I generate, okay? A generation being 70 years, 80 by reason of strength, 1948 plus 80, 2028. Will the final 3.5 years be 2024? Thoughts? Look, let me tell you something. First and foremost, here's what you got me. When you try to do math, I don't like date setters. When we try to say, it would be like me saying, Marvelous, I think that energy is going to come in 2032, in January 8th. Because if you take a generation and you take Israel 1948 and you take my birthday and the lotto ticket that I just bought and you add it all up together, I just don't like date setters, bro. Mm-hmm. How many false religions, bro, have told people Jesus is coming back? Let's be honest, bro. Mm-hmm. They sold their houses. They gave away their money. Mm-hmm. They betrayed their families. Yep. And then the next day they were still there. And then, you got to lie to them that a UFO is coming behind the comet, so we got to kill ourselves. Mm-hmm. We have to go up there. We have to leave these bodies here. And then you have the Heaven's Gate. So, I'm not even going to touch on that because as far as date setting, bro, stay away from that. Please, honestly, stay away from that. Okay, fuck, we see. Okay, I heard that after Adam and Eve were banned from the Garden of Eden, they worshiped the serpent. God even named their children after them, or something to do. Guys, know anything about that? That's exactly how we wrote it. I never heard that they worshiped the serpent. Did you? No. Okay, let's move on. All right. I heard that God. We've opened up a portal for Bible questions.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. I heard that the Bible does talk about the earth is round. Here we go.
It says a circle of earth, not round.
Okay, is that true? And talks about us getting to the moon? Want to get your opinion. Thank you. I never heard about getting to the moon. Oh. I heard Xi Jinping, what's up in smoke? Shoot the moon. Shoot the moon. Okay. If the rapture happens in the beginning, wow. You know what? I think we're getting more Bible questions than TBN is. So, if the rapture happens in the beginning, can people be saved during the Great Tribulation? And if so, will they have to wait till Jesus returns to ascend into heaven?
So Scripture says, yeah, you will have to go through that tribulation, though. Where essentially you get your head chopped off or whatever the fuck, but...
What he said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But that is true. It is. Now, can I drop something on your lap?
Go for it, bro.
Now, Scripture does say get your head chopped off, right? That we can agree on. There's only certain religions today, and I'm dropping a nugget on you guys, that still chop off heads. We'll leave it at that. Anyways, hell yeah, dynamic duo otra vez. First question es para el mago. Will you ever consider blessing us on the ones and twos live for us, the fans, porfas?
So I want to hear some scratching. Huh?
Yes, that's the Fort Hood Army Base, Texas. Yes, but you know what I want to do? Yes, I will. But you know what I want to do? I really want to give a tutorial on how I learned to scratch. Because I do think that if people practice this, they'll stay away from button bashing mixers. Bam, 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 bam. Got him. Where they can just scratch it with their hands. Okay? Whoop, 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 whoop. But I want to give a tutorial on how they can practice this at home and how they can learn real scratching, not just, pushing buttons and flickering their fingers to make UFO noises. Yeah. Okay, so now, second question, para the ever knowledgeable Mr. Maravilloso himself. Are you willing to exercise your skills with a small sketch live? Mexica Cultura, of course. Gracias to the entire crew for making this possible. P.S. Norbies.
Yeah, definitely. Shit.
Okay. I definitely want to do that, but I would rather make maybe a 15, 20-minute tutorial. And I want to talk about where before we had hip-hop records, we had James Brown records, we had R&B records, we had pop records, we had electro-funk record. Electro-funk would be like a Planet Rock, okay? James Brown records would have something we call the bridge or the break. Whenever you say, take me to the bridge or take me to the break, the drummer would just go off. That's where one of the elements of hip-hop came in. And that was told to me by a guy named Breakbeat Lou, who was told that by DJ Kool Herc. Breakbeat Lou had an enormous amount of influence on hip-hop, and he's originally from Brooklyn, the Bronx. He's originally from the Bronx. Now,
hey, didn't Elvis learn a lot from James Brown?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know if it was James Brown, but I know it was a lot. Little Richard.
Oh, okay. Who was it?
B.B. King. Yes.
Yeah, so I know he got his shit from a lot of people.
Yes, he did. But the good thing, if you watch the movie, the new one, it totally gives it in that movie that Elvis truly got his whole fucking swag, if you will, from the black culture, bro. Yeah, it does. It does. And even in the movie, I thought that guy did a great job. But even in the movie, like somebody singing like Hound Dog, and he says, "Man, you know that's a great song. I would like to do something like that." Like he was admiring the guy singing it.
Yeah.
And then I think it was B.B. King that told him.
Yeah.
He said, "If you do the song, it'll be bigger." And he said, "Why? That guy's a great singer." And he goes, "But you're white." And let's be honest, bro.
They wanted to have a lot of white artists or the girls like Mary Wells and them sign over their songs to have a white artist or lip sync their shit. That's fucked up.
Okay. Look, they're still doing it today.
That's why Tina Marie had such a hard time when she came into the industry because she was actually white with a badass fucking voice.
Okay. Let me give you guys a story, and you guys can look this up. Remember that song, "Don't You Wish Your Girlfriend Was Just Like Me"?
Sing that shit, Tony.
Okay.
Go for it, homie.
I know, I'm trying to.
Damn.
You keep interrupting. And, okay. We know them as the Pussycat Dolls, right? A lot of people don't know. Okay, and this is the story. That somewhat of a chubby black woman was the one who sang that song.
I heard that.
Yeah, she released it.
I heard that.
They bought the song off of her, and then they gave it to these good-looking girls to sing it. And it blew the fuck up, okay? But they're still doing the same thing today. So one thing about Elvis that at least in this movie, they give credit to the people that he took the music from, you know? And in the movie, he actually said where he would get his peace from, and it was from church music. Like when he would be alone, he would listen to church music, you know, but it was also a big time pill popper, you know, big time because, and his manager was a big part of that as well. His manager saw him. You're like the goose that lays the golden eggs. There was a point where he collapsed in the movie, and his manager said, "I don't give a fuck what you got to give him." He says, "But you know what? Get him up on stage," and they drugged him up, bro. So, anyways, are you an Elvis fan?
Fuck no. He was a pedophile.
All right. Well, they didn't show that in the movie.
Yeah.
Maybe that was behind the scenes.
Should have shown him marrying that 14-year-old girl.
Is that what? Oh yeah. Was it Priscilla Presley?
He's a dirtbag.
Okay. So Elvis the Chomo?
Yep.
Does it make it different though that her parents were in the part of the army and her dad gave her to her?
I don't even give a shit if parents agree to that shit. Like, it's still the morality of it. What the fuck do you have in common with a young ass chick like that?
I know. Well, what about Biden? You support him?
Fuck no. That was a chomo too.
Fucking Michael Myers hair looking motherfucker.
All them fucking fools.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and open up the phone lines. But before we do that, what's that? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm before you guys put up the number, okay? If we got some super chats, hold on. Let me make sure I'm connected first, and then we're gonna go ahead and do that. Nia. Okay. Before we do that, once again, Boulevard Boutique, Marvelous Ink Tattoos, 4917 Whittier Boulevard, Sunday, 4917 Whittier Boulevard, LA, California, 90033, December 18th, from 2 to 8. From 2 to 8, okay? Go ahead and give the super chats.
Come on, fellas.
Come on.
Okay. First one. Marvelous. First one is Plebe Jones, 199. Don't focus too much on the tonal, i.e., the physical. Let me repeat that. Don't focus too much on the tonal, i.e., the physical.
I don't know what the hell that means, but somebody said, "Tony, what is your biggest sin?" I said, "Podcasting."
Plebe. I need you to send that one again. Carlos Cruz dropped $4.99. He said, "You know who is gonna say Marvelous is white for real now when he hears that Europe accent?" Ha ha.
Yeah.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Enox Music dropped $4.99. Antipas, Satan's Throne's Location, Antichrist, CERN, UN, WEF, all in Geneva, Switzerland. Can you speak on that?
I wasn't even paying attention, bro.
On CERN, we talked about all that. I mean, that's a whole.
Can you speak on why they're all located in Geneva, Switzerland?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Okay. Bryn R. dropped 199. Do you guys believe in circumcisions? Your thoughts?
You want to go?
This is Ron Jeremy. Foreskin or no foreskin? Go to the next question, bro.
I believe in it. I believe that your kids should be circumcised.
There it is there.
Clean cut.
My boys are.
There
Clean
you go.
cut. There you go.
Plebe Jones dropped another $1.99. He puts you think question mark about KRS-One and true hip hop. Does gang rap count?
I don't get
I
it.
don't get the question.
Yeah.
You think question mark about KRS-One and true hip hop. Does gang rap count?
A bout KRS-One?
Is it about or about like a fucking fight?
Well, he put
A bout, like, okay.
about. Do you think about?
KRS-One is gangster rap, or what do you like?
You
What's the
think? I mean, that's a lot of words what you're saying right there. He just said you think about KRS-One and true hip hop. Does gang rap count? I guess maybe he wants to say does
You know what? Look, let me say
does
this.
gang rap have any connection to true hip hop?
Well, you know, what's your definition of true hip hop? Like, are you just trying to say that KRS-One is true hip hop? Yes, I will say he's true hip hop, but I will say this, that NWA, Dr. Dre sampled a lot of East Coast rap. He was heavily influenced. If you listen to Dope Man, he sampled Roxanne Shante, the Payback, the Bottom Beat. He sampled a lot of James Brown, Funky Drummer. He sampled a lot of the East Coast records that came out of the East Coast, like the Ultimate Breaks and Beats that were brought out by Breakbeat Lou and Lenny. So he sampled a lot of Public Enemy. That's all East Coast shit that he implemented and made, you know, a certain sound when he did Funky Worm from Ohio Players on top of Roxanne Shante, the Big Payback. That's hip hop with some funk, and he created gangster rap. So yes, it's all rap to me.
Yeah,
But
you know what, bro? I'm sorry, bro.
Go ahead.
But you know what? I hate that fucking argument today that has been very fucking controversial in this year, where you know a lot of we'll say black people or they like to say hip hop came from us and hip hop is this and it has nothing to do with Puerto Rico or has nothing to do with this and that's not where it originated from.
Right.
Hip hop or rap or whatever the fuck name you want to give it, it's literally of the story of people that are being oppressed in these fucking communities,
Right.
in these barrios, and whether they're black or fucking brown, you're still in a fucking barrio, your neighborhood, your community,
Right.
and you're telling your story of your oppression,
Right.
your fucking poverty.
Absolutely. You know. Let me say this. So when people say, "Are you hip hop?" you have to understand what hip hop is. Number one, it's DJing, it's graffiti, it's breakdancing or popping, and then it's rapping. So when people say, "Are you hip hop?" are you saying you're all four? One of the elements of hip hop is rap. So it's gangster rap. Are they rapping? Yeah, they're rapping. So that's one of the elements. So that answers your question. Let's go to the next one.
Familia Peluche dropped $2. He said the people want to know what's under the hat.
My head.
Hey, there you go. And that is
The gym
all.
hat también.
And that's all of them.
All right, let's go. There was some idiot over here kept asking me, Tony, what is your biggest sin? I just finished saying podcasting, you weenie. So, the biggest downfall is judging others and showing unconditional love. What do you? Okay, bro. Anyway, let's take calls. Oh, mamon. Fool came on my podcast to judge me. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Caller, I hear you. Caller, let's go. Okay, let's go. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, here we go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony? What's up, Marvelous?
What's up, homie?
Hey, how you guys doing? You guys are doing a good podcast, bro. I appreciate all the knowledge that you guys give us, from time to time.
Thank you, my bro. Thank you. Got a question?
Yeah, this is Rick calling out the IE. I'm an IE fool.
Hell yeah. IE fools are in the building. You got a good one for us, bro?
Hey, I just wanted to ask, if you, Marvelous, if you can give me like any kind of culture books or like anything you might know regarding the culture.
You know what? You know what? Let me answer that because I know it's a big question because there's just not one. You know what I'm saying? But why don't you show up Sunday if you can, and we'll chop it up there.
Hey, bro, yeah, if you want to come down to the thing Sunday, homie, or it depends. Like, there's a gang of books I could give you, homie. But if you want to learn Nahuatl, if you want to learn about food that we used to make or rituals that we used to do, about sacrificing, there's so many, homie, that I could give you. I don't know if you're on my IG, and I hate fucking saying this again, homie, but I could shoot you a gang. I don't know. I think I sent out like fucking 50 messages yesterday of just pictures of books that people wanted to. They didn't even know what. They just wanted a book on culture, but it's like, damn, what do you want to learn about, homie? You want to learn about our migration? Do you want to learn about our language, about the different variations of our language? It's like there's so many books, homie. So,
but Marvelous, at the same time, what we can also direct them to the East LA Library.
Oh well, yeah.
But
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna take a drive all the way down. But if you want to, if you want me to send you some shit, homie, text me on my cell phone, homie, and I'll send you a gang of shit. You still there?
All right, Marvelous. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
My apologies, homie, but there's so much shit. I don't know specifically what you want to know about.
Yeah.
Get up me on my cell, homie.
All right, for sure, Marvelous.
All
and
right,
thank you, Tony A,
all right, brother.
for repping the culture, and thank you, Marvelous. And you guys have a good night.
You too, brother. Stay blessed. Okay, let's keep it pushing. Let's see. All right. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
All right. Thank you, Tony. Hello?
Yes.
Oh, this is Eddie from Long Beach.
What's up, Eddie from Long Beach, the harbor area? What's good, my brother?
That's right. Harbor area in the house.
That's right.
Hey, what's up, Marvelous?
What's up, homie?
Just wanted to say what's up, Marvelous, and to Tony, man. I think you guys are doing a dope job. And I'm just here right now feeding my son. I got my first son right here in my arms, dude.
Awesome.
That's right. Congratulations, homie.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful thing, bro.
Gracias. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. As far as the question goes, I mean, I could throw one out to Tony A.
Yes.
Knowing that you're from the harbor area, you put it out there frequently with the hats, and everybody knows your music too. Would you think that right now, I'm pretty sure it's different from when it was when you was growing up to where it is right now. I mean, do you think that change is going to continue to progress, or is it slowly like we're taking a couple steps back with everybody hating, animosity, things like that?
I mean, you're talking about music. Is that what you're referring to?
More or less like the era, like from when you were growing up and to where it's at right now.
Here's the difference between this era and back then. The only way you were ever actually going to ever release a record, number one, either you had to have money to release it independently because it cost a lot, or you had to have a major record deal. And only with the major record deal can you be heard on the radio. So there was only a few people out there that had a record deal that could be heard on the radio. You could see them at shows. Today, because of technology, everything's so cheap, everybody's a rapper. So now we're talking about an overcrowded, overflooded genre of rap that everybody wants to do it. I trip out when people tell me, yeah, that's my next door neighbor. I told him to start rapping. And I'm like, you told him to start rapping? Yeah, he's got a look. Okay, that's my girlfriend right there. She doesn't really rap, but I'm gonna write for her. She's gonna start rapping. That is where we're at today, bro. Mm-hmm. It's not even about the talent anymore. It's just like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
So
let's just do it.
I don't think that's ever gonna stop. So I don't know where music's gonna go, bro. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That's great. I don't even think I listen to the radio anymore, man. I don't even think I listen to music anymore. Just the same shit I was listening to years back is what I'm listening to.
Bro, you know what I was bumping today at the gym, bro? And I had it on repeat?
What's that?
The DOC album.
What is that? The DOC album, okay.
The DOC, look
That's
it up.
That's a good one. I'm gonna have to take a listen.
Oh, bro.
I am, because I was on the ride home today from work, and I was like, damn, it's silent. Like, what am I gonna listen to? All I do is listen to Freaky Tales and Tony A and other dumb, not dumb shit. No disrespect, I'm sorry, but just podcasts,
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I don't even listen to music anymore, dude. You know, like that's crazy.
I don't listen to radio, and I think radio's dying real quick. Mm-hmm. So, all right, my brother, thank you for that call, man. I greatly appreciate it, homie.
All right, thank you so much.
Man. And, congratulations.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Hey, all my respect on that.
Appreciate you guys.
Respect to you and your family, homie.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, brother. Gracias. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's see. Okay. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Chris from Arizona. And my question is for Marvelous. What does he think about Mel Gibson saying about the Passion of the Christ 2 movie that's going to be the biggest film in world history? If he agrees with that, or what's his opinion on that?
I think he's correct on what he's saying. The first one was big, but I think it's probably going to be the biggest because of what he's involved in personally, prophecy, and a lot to do with the prophecy of water right now. So I'm expecting a big event to happen with fucking water around New York, Manhattan area. Whether it's something big gonna go off.
All right, hey, and last thing, it's Sunday night, and you only got one show to watch. What are you watching, Breaking Bad or El Chavo del Ocho?
El Chavo.
Yeah, me too. All right, man.
All right, you know what? Hold on. Let me say something about what you asked him, okay? I didn't even know. I thought that was just YouTube rumors that he was going to do a Passion of the Christ Part 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know if
no,
that's
he is
true.
doing it.
Okay, so let's just say he is
that
doing
is true.
it.
And Apocalypto.
Okay, I do want to say this, and this is very, very unfair to not only him, but to people that believe in, if I'm just going to use the word religious movies like that, okay? When he dropped that, all of Hollywood had the shits. They were talking crap about that movie. They were talking about they were concerned. People are going to get offended. We shouldn't shove religion down people's throats. But a month fucking later, the Omen remake drops. And you know what the billboard said? Nothing else, just coming soon, 666.
Right.
And we didn't hear not even a fart from Hollywood. Okay? But the Passion of the Christ, well, I'm concerned, the fuck you concerned about, Trick? So anyways, don't get me pissed off, homie.
Tell him, Tony.
Exactly.
Get on that shit, homie.
You're talking about the passion of Tony, homie.
Fuck those vatos.
Fuck those vatos. Let's go get them.
Serio.
We're going to Hollywood Boulevard right now.
Shit. Vato Gibson needs to check in over here.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, my bro. Gracias.
All right, well, you guys have a good one.
All right, bro. Like, I'm concerned, and shut the fuck up.
Concerned that you're concerned.
Yeah. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, yo, what's up, you guys? This is Eddie from Pasadena once again. How you guys been?
Eddie from Pasadena?
Hey, Eddie, my bad, homie. I've been super fucking busy, homie, so I haven't had a chance to
return your
phone call, homie.
Oh, it's all good. Like, I understood you have a busy schedule, but at the same time, I didn't want to sound like I'm some random spammer, like spamming you, consistently through your phone, like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I got your number saved, Eddie, the guy that's spamming me. Nah, I'm just playing, homie. Nah, I got your number, homie. It says Eddie, homie, from Pasa.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, come through Sunday, man.
I was gonna ask, you guys don't mind me pulling up on Sunday?
We don't mind nobody pulling up.
We don't mind you. Tony's bringing a chair just for you, homie.
And I'm wearing the Michael Myers mask.
Ciao.
Oh, for sure. It'll be dope seeing you guys on Sunday, and also it'll be my official how I put this. It'll be my proper introduction to you, Tony, because I remembered I didn't properly introduce myself to you when I went to the meet and greet with Mr. D back at the time when you were producing.
Right.
You had a meet and greet?
So yeah, I look forward to it.
Yeah, it was good,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
it was good.
I didn't properly introduce myself at the time.
Yeah. This is going to be mine and Marvelous's meet and greet.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a fucking red belt and red baño too.
Hell
And
yeah.
a red tank top.
And red butt huggers.
Yeah.
For sure. But besides all that, I had some questions I wanted to ask.
Go for it.
So Marvelous. What's your thoughts on how the United States took the Western territory, the West Coast territory from Mexico at the time? Like, what I mean is like how the president, President Polk orchestrated a plot to like take Texas and then eventually take California. You know what if that makes sense to you?
Well, I don't believe that they took it through a fucking man war, like an alpha male, like we're gonna fucking battle this shit out. I think they took it through manipulation on false fucking agreements that they had us sign, or Mexico sign, and also people that were in higher political places, like today in Mexico, presidents that are, or people involved in the what do you call it, like senators or people just in government, bro, that fucking sell out. That's what I think it is. People that have that they give them a little bit of money, and you know they go along with all this bullshit and tell the people that they're here for the people, and they're fucking really not. The people are the one fighting the battle. Yeah. We're the ones out here. We're the worker ants. We're the consumers. We're the ones doing everything. And if they really picked a fight with the people, and the people really went to war with these people trying to take land, we'd fuck shit up. We'd have our land back. Mm-hmm. These borders wouldn't mean shit, you know. But like I said, there's certain people that sell out, you know, for the dollar, and they're manipulated, homie, with fake ass treaties and manipulation. And that's why today, like, fuck all that shit, homie. That's why I say I don't call myself American or believe in this fucking flag or none of that shit, homie. This is indigenous land. This is our land. It's been promised to it. It's fucking ours. Point blank. Period. That's it.
I feel you on what you said on people selling out, because I've met plenty of Mexicanos, our own raza, that don't know shit about our culture or don't care to like know anything about our people or even be there for our people. They feel like they're more white than raza. Mm-hmm. Like that's the shit that I never understood.
Yeah, they're all into this fucking presumption that, oh, I'm free, I live in America, I'm an American citizen and all that. You're not shit. You're under rule, homie. You're under rule. That's it. You were sold into slavery. Your fucking birth certificate. Go look at the real definition of what your birth certificate and social security number stand for. You ain't free in no fucking way. You don't own no land. You don't own nothing. Nothing. By the time you retire, homie, you're already gonna be on your deathbed. You're not gonna own no yacht. You're not gonna own no Lamborghini. You're not gonna have no land. You have no wealth, but the fucking stupid ideology of wanting to be a rich person. And what's a rich person to a wealthy person? A rich person will only last for your lifetime, if that. But the wealthy person is generational. They own land. They have something to pass on to their children. Do you got something to pass on to your children? Are you planning anything? No, we don't have nothing like that because we're too busy distracted by fucking, oh, the football game, the basketball game. Oh, let's go buy some fucking some homies. Let's go buy some more stuff for not clowning, homie, because I have the shit too. You know what I mean? But we invest in our ignorance. You know what I mean? Instead of investing in our kids. You know what I mean? Let's invest in our kids, show them where we come from, show them what the fuck we're supposed to do, and let's make a plan to fucking get our land and just do right by our own people. Be there for our people. Look at all the other ethnicities. They're there for each other.
See.
They help each other out.
I have to agree with you.
How come we can't help each other out? We're quick to go on the street, grab a cuete, and kill somebody that looks just like us.
That's been happening since day one.
You know?
Absolutely.
Let's pick that homie wild that we're going to go bang on, pick him up, put him in the car, and take him to the market and buy something for his familia. Do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
Right. And Mark,
can we get an explosion?
I also have one. Oh, and I also have another question, but I want to about a flat Earth that I researched, but I want to try to make this as short as possible. Quick little story. I talked to this one coworker. He's a gabacho who passes on jobs to me and my dad in the tree service. And I asked him a question. does he believe that the Earth is flat or round? I asked him like, hey, this is a rhetorical question. Do you believe that the Earth is flat or round? And he's like, what are you, crazy? Of course the Earth is round. And I told him, well, how do you know if it's round? And he says, oh, because of the satellite. And I told him, okay, but do you know that those pictures that the government shows aren't legitimate pictures? They're all just graphic design pictures. And then he told me like, oh, there's plenty of more. Oh, well, there's more idiots now than there were before. That's what he told me, the gabacho.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Thoughts on it?
I appreciate you calling in, homie.
I'll see you guys on Sunday then.
absolutely. Thank you, bro. Gracias.
All right.
All right, let's keep it pushing. People complaining because I'm letting you speak and not saying anything. You're handling it very, very well. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
All right, man. I'm calling from Arizona.
Arizona. What part of Arizona?
Why, I'm staying in Sholo. I'm from Winslow, though.
Okay. I asked because today
Yeah.
I was looking up some flyers that I collected when I first started touring, and my very first show was with Lighter Shade of Brown, 1991 in Tempe, Arizona. And
All right,
it
all
brought
right.
back a lot of good memories. Rest in peace, Bobby from Lighter Shade of Brown. So anyway,
Yo, rest in peace.
anyway, my brother, you got a question?
Yeah, damn, kind of starstruck, whatever, but, hey, what's up, Marvelous?
What's up, homie?
Said, I'm Hopi, and, my mom's Navajo, but I hear a lot of your stuff you spit, man, and it's real shit. But,
Appreciate you, homie.
it's, good to hear, you still respect that indigenous side, even though you're Chicano. But I'm from Winslow, like I said. Grew up in a little Chicano neighborhood there, Paloma. But a lot of our Hopi stuff has to coincide with our down south neighbors down there. They're still our distant cousins, and some of our language still the same thing, man. Now what? Hopi, or what do they call it?
Dene?
Yuto Azteca, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man, I still really respect all the wisdom you're trying to give out. Give out as much as you can, man, because times are going by real fast, and people are trying to learn what they can, and don't be stingy with knowledge, Don. But I respect everything you guys are pushing, and the movement and all that, trying to bring everybody together, not just your gente, but everybody in general. But you two brothers have a good night, respectfully, and I'll see you around. It's a small world, so I'm pretty sure, and I hope to see you guys around. Much love and respect.
Hey, all my respects to you and your family, homie.
Thank you, my bro. Have a blessed one. You want a beer, bro? Just have one with me.
All right, I have one. What you got?
Go ahead. So, Modelo Negra.
All right.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
How you doing, Tony?
What's good, my brother? I'm good, bro. I'm about to drink a beer, and my compadre right here is going to drink one with me, and I'm going to have me a shot.
That's right. So it's Louis. Originally from the IE. I'm an IE fool, but I'm out here in Vegas now.
Hell yeah. So far, we got 2 IE fools that called in. I'm looking for the LA fools to call in, and nobody's calling in, bro. So thank you for calling in, brother. You got a question?
Yeah. So I got a question for you. Let's do the first one. I might have one for Marvelous too.
Okay.
Who's the better DJ? You or Egyptian Lover?
Oh, me, by far. Me, by far, bro.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask that. I'll be watching the show, whenever I can. But, I wanted to ask that. You were Egyptian Lover because, you got the hit, but Egyptian Lover, he got the hits too. You know what I mean?
Right. You know what? But now, let me say this, because some people may say, Tony, you're fucking cocky. I believe in myself, bro. I believe in myself, okay?
Right.
So here's my thing.
Yeah.
Egyptian Lover is somebody that I learned from. And I'm going to tell you where I learned from so you guys can go do your history. This came out in 1983 before any New York movie ever came out. So this is considered the first hip-hop documentary ever. And I interviewed Chris the Glove Taylor, who was with Egyptian Lover in this documentary. And let me tell you a little part of history. Part of that was filmed here in Wilmington, bro. Because my boy that I went to school with, who's 1 year older than me, Michael Chambers, Boogaloo Shrimp, who came out and break Turbo. They filmed them here. But in the documentary, there's a lot of Egyptian Lover. A lot. I learned from that. And then being mentored by DJ Joe Cooley from Rodney and Joe Cooley, I just think my skills went up to a whole different other level, bro. But I love and I respect and I honor Egyptian Lover, bro, because he is a true pioneer. So it's not about competition. But I'll even tell you the truth. In my prime, even Dre couldn't have fucked with me. And I'm talking about on the turntables, bro. And that's the truth. And I interviewed his cousin here, whom he went to go live with. Okay, there was a lot of DJs out there that could not have fucked with me, and I'm just being serious. There's two guys that I'm gonna be real with you. I know I could not have beat, and I wouldn't want to go heads up with them. I have to respectfully say Tony G, Tony Gonzalez, and DJ Joe Cooley. To me, those guys, in the DJ world, they deserve, if you will, statues here in LA, bro. That's just me.
I would love, bro, to see you. Oh, my bad, homie.
Dale.
I fucking forgot.
No, you're good, Mark.
I would love to see you.
No, you're good.
And my brother go at it. My brother's been DJing since you're the same. You guys are the same age.
That'll work.
That shit'll be fucking dope.
Bring your brother right now. Is he watching? All good, my bro. Thank you for that question, bro.
But I had one more for you and Marvelous.
Okay.
So as a a Mexican or Chicano, you know what I mean? Because I'm like technically third generation Mexican American or Chicano, whatever, if you will. But why do you think our people, as a raza, why do you think we're so oppressed? You know what I mean? Like, and I say that to say this, like, you had the black, the Black Lives Matter and everything else, but our people have been going through a bunch of stuff, and why don't people speak up for us like they do the other people? You
want to touch on that?
I feel like things aren't moving fast enough for our people is because our people get content with our living situations, or like say certain communities are affected before others. Say like East LA. East LA will be affected by certain laws, or maybe the sheriff's department will be fucking with gang members a little bit more, or enforce their rules like cruising or whatever, put up barricades, and it won't happen to other communities. So people will say, oh, it's not happening to us, so let's not do nothing about it. But if we all moved together as a fucking unit, I think that, and spoke up for each other, no matter if we lived in that community or not, but realize that raza is in that community, so let's back them up. Those are our people. Then we'd have a bigger voice. But since we don't do that, and we have little pockets of outbursts of, fuck that, you're doing that to us, and we're going to speak up now, and we're not moving together as a whole people, we're not being heard.
Okay, exactly. Yeah, I mean, because if you really think about it, we, us as Latinos or whatever, or even Mexicans, we make up so much, population, especially in California or
bro,
West Coast.
We're the majority, homie.
Yeah, so it's just crazy, but
look at all the stuff. My bad, homeboy. Look at all the shit happening with social services, homie, and all these kids dying, from malnutrition, drugs, their parents going through postpartum depression, killing their kids because social services not getting involved in a certain community, the San Bernardino area. That little kid that Gabriel that passed away. There's a lot of kids. I can name a gang of kids, homie, that have passed away. And us in East LA or Boyle Heights or Montebello, Whittier, Pico, wherever you live at, we should go involve ourselves. It's happening to our people. Let's go help them protest. Let's go help them pass a bill. Let's go involve ourselves, because it's gonna happen in our community next. Just because it isn't happening exactly right then and there doesn't mean it's not gonna fucking happen in the future, because it is, homie. So I think we should back each other up.
Yeah, but we're so quick to hop on other people, you know, the other ethnicities and try to do that, but we can't even help our own, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We should invest in ourselves, homie. Help each other open up a fucking, instead of a taco truck, let's go get a fucking storefront. You know, let's buy that land or something.
Exactly.
And let's help our tias open up their tamale businesses or their clothing line, or, you know, help our young, you know, open up a store, get some kind of structure going on. You know what I mean? Instead of going to a fucking school and paying colleges fucking $1 million an hour, let's get a couple of our tios that know carpentry and teach our young youth how to build a fucking house. Let's teach them about plumbing. Let's teach them how to fucking fix a car. You know, let's do all that shit. Let's have a little class on Antonio, teach them how to fucking DJ. You know what I mean? Let's
keep them off the streets.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Keep them off the streets. Get them involved in fucking activities instead of running to the local homeboys like I did and looking for a father figure, homie. You know what I mean?
Yep. Especially, you know, I'm in my early 20s, you know what I mean? And a lot of us grew up without, you know, a dad, you know, coming from, you know, SoCal, you know, unfortunately, a lot of us went through that, you know what I mean? So we were looking for that kind of outreach, you know?
Yeah, bro.
All good, Canal. Thank you for that phone call, homie.
All my respects, homie.
You guys have a good night.
You too, homeboy.
You too, bro.
All right.
Okay, let's keep it pushing. Let's see. Incoming call. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony? My name's Oscar, calling from Sacramento, California.
Sacramento, California. What's up, Oscar? Everything good?
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah. How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, brother, I'm blessed. I can never complain, bro. You know what? Life is good. You know what? There's too many people complaining, bro. While there are people out there taking their last breath tonight. So you gotta always be thankful and grateful for everything that you have. You can go on, bro. I don't know. Maybe drop call, whatever.
Got dropped? Damn.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I think that's him. Caller, your name and where you calling from? I know who this is.
Yo, what up? Y'all in the building.
This is the son of Sam's homie. This guy's calling from Yonkers, New York.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. What up, Marvelous? What up, Tony?
What's up, homie?
What's a good, brother? What are you like, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock over there right now?
It's about to be 1 o'clock, yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you for staying up, homie.
Nah, it's all good. Yo, first of all, fuck Cali Mac.
Yeah, that fucking supermarket.
Yo. Yeah, that shit trash. Nah, but you guys seen Black Panther?
Yeah, I seen it, homie.
Which one?
The new Black Panther movie.
Black Panther.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, bro. I would like to see it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, there's a Mexican guy straight up from Mexico that plays like the evil guy.
Mm-hmm.
So this dude exposed a lot of like classism that goes on in Mexico. Like he has spoke about in interviews that the dark skinned Mexicans don't really get a lot of time you know, a lot of lead roles in Mexico. That most of the novellas are like are white skinned Mexicans, you know, European looking Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
So like right now them dudes is punching the air, you know, how somebody made it, you know. Somebody made it, and he had to go make it in the U.S. rather than he didn't make it in Mexico. He had to go to the U.S. to make it.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, not a lot of Mexicans know that there's racism between us. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, like I'm a dark skinned Mexican, so you know I've seen it. You know, a lot of light skinned Mexicans they be like, "Oh, mira ese indio," you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you know that's just ignorance.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say.
Facts, homie. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's racism everywhere, but in Mexico there's a lot of racism there too. Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
All good, my
I
brother.
just want to say that, man. You guys have a good night.
Thank you, my bro.
You too, homie.
All right, let's go. Here we go. Caller, your name?
Yeah, man.
And where you calling from?
Yeah, man.
What's up? This is Demon. I'm calling out of Whittier.
What's up, Demon from Whittier?
What's up, Tony? What's up, Marvelous?
Aquí nomás, bro.
I got a I got a general question for both of you guys.
Yes, sir.
So basically, so you both believe that we are part of the Aztec tribes, right? You both believe that we are indigenous people.
Yeah. I don't. Well, this is a thing. Real quick, homie. Let me specifically say. The Mexica. So I mean, everybody knows it as Aztec, but the Mexica. I believe that we are close to or in and around the surrounding areas of the Mexica. So I can't necessarily say, we're all Mexica. You know what I mean? But there was many tribes that are associated and relatives of the Mexica. But yeah, homie, I get what you're saying. But yes, 100.
Okay, so I just have a general question, right?
Right.
So basically, my question is, so if both of you vatos believe that we're indigenous, I guess, or Native American, which I also concur. You know, I believe that we definitely are Native people to a certain extent. I mean, obviously you got, you know, certain percentages. You got people that are more European, whatever. But my question is, so since you guys, and this is for you guys, and for other, you know, raza that falls into this. So you guys believe that. So how are you guys Christians?
I never said, or Marvelous never said we were Christians. I've never said that, bro.
So let's just make it clear. What do you consider yourself?
I consider myself a believer in the scripture. That's what I consider myself. Now, I will never give myself a religious name to put myself in the box, okay? Because there are people that will say they're Christian. Honestly, I will never consider myself a Christian. I will never consider myself even a Catholic, okay? So if you ask me, do I believe that the Bible's true? Do I believe Scripture's true? Yes, I will say. So that's why I call myself a believer in the Scriptures. Now, I will call myself a believer in the original transcripts of the Scriptures, the Hebrew Old Testament and the New Testament in Greek. That's what I would say.
Okay, as for myself, I'm not Christian at all. I don't believe in Christianity as a religion or anything that has to do with Torah or the Bible, whatever you want to call it. So as if you see me agreeing with Scripture in any way, shape, or form, I agree with the prophecy of the Scripture and how it aligns with our people, and that being our story of the Mexica, where the story originates with the man named Meshi, where we get our true name Mexica from, and our migration of the Mexica, which is considered Azteca. So that's what I believe in, bro. So I go by prophecy and migration. That's where I align the story with the parallels the Scripture and it being stolen as our story. That's our shit.
Okay, can I add on one thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so if that's the case, right? Like you guys, you know, kind of in the same boat. So the vato that you know, King James, he was a white man, you know?
Yeah, he was, bro. But I just finished telling you that if I believe what I believe in the original transcripts, which is the Hebrew Old Testament, all 39 books, and 27 books that were written in Greek. King James didn't put those together, bro. It was first translated into Latin, and then he translated into English.
About 80 scholars helped him.
So, and I know people can say he was a gay white man.
Well, that was a political move.
Uh-huh.
I know. So I don't know. What's your point, bro? Like honestly,
like it doesn't associate with
No.
No.
It's just more about just trying to see where you guys are at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
No, but cool. I understand because a lot of my bad, homie. My bad. Let me just say this real quick. My bad, homie.
No. It's fine.
A lot of raza are people that are, you know, involved in the whole indigenous movement, or they live in Mexico and they follow our lineage or our bloodline of the Mexica or Azteca or whatever. They go by the gods that we used to worship and the stuff like that. And how does it align with that? And that's by the white man and the European shit. If you go to the prophecy of it or the prophecies and the migration of the Mexica and how they, you know, founded the land and stuff like that, that's literally our fucking story. Like it really is our story. So I mean,
so our story goes back to the Bible.
No, see, our story is Scripture. You know, we did carry the fucking tabernacle. The God that we worship, it wasn't in that we carried.
Azteca?
Yeah, the Mexica. and the Spaniards considered that being the devil. They said it was the fucking devil, and they manipulated our shit. That wasn't our. That's really our God that spoke to us and told us where to migrate to. Told us how to.
That don't belong to those white Jewish people.
No, fuck no, no.
In other words, look at it closely.
Yeah, nothing, homie. That shit, it's stolen, homie. Hey, I would love to have this conversation with you, carnal. Hey, get at me on IG, homie, and I'll shoot you some information. I will talk here for fucking hours, homie. But I'll have this conversation with you, dog. You know?
No, you know what, bro?
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm
I
not saying.
just thought I'd jump in real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me say one thing before you hang up, okay? I want to tell you, bro.
Yeah,
thank you for calling in because I truly appreciate those questions. I don't mind being challenged,
I love
bro.
you guys, man. You guys got some good shit going on, man. So I always tune in.
Yeah, I appreciate
Thank
you,
you,
homie.
carnal. The wisest answer that I can ever give is, you know what, Marvelous? I don't know.
Nah.
So
Hey, I concur, homeboy, because that's the same thing when people ask me, they're like, you know, this and that. But the thing is, for me, you know, I'm first generation, you know, Chicano, Mexican American, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I just say, you know, I'm Mexican, whatever, you know. But at the same time, you know, I just say I'm Catholic, whatever. But, you know, that's more of a cultural thing, because if you're going to ask me if I believe in a white God in the sky that's watching down and whatever, you know, I don't really believe in that.
Yeah, me neither, homie.
So
me neither. I don't believe Brad Pitt's
I
in
got a lot
heaven.
of questions, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Simone, homie, yeah, you guys have a good night.
All right, bro.
You
Thank
too,
you.
homie.
Have a blessed one. I remember this one guy told me that Jesus looked like Brad Pitt, blue eyes and long blonde hair, and I'm
Smoking
like,
crack.
Call her your name or where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Pablo Escobar.
Come on, Ron Jeremy. We know who you are. We know exactly who you are.
So
carnal.
I want to clarify that I'm not Ron Jeremy. This is Pablo Escobar. I just want to clarify that before we go through this.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
You're trying to add a little bit more bass to your voice. But anyways, let's go, carnal. Come on, let's go, Pablo.
Well, yeah, Pablo. Well, so what's going on is Marvelous seems a little aggressive today. I've noticed on the.
And I love it.
He's a little aggressive.
No, but you know what? Let me explain that and tell me if I'm wrong, bro. Many times, like myself, when you speak on certain subjects that you truly love and believe in, it's passion, and many people think it's anger. And it's not, bro. You're just passionate about what you believe in. And the same thing with me. Some people say, why is Tony so fucking angry, right? It's because you're a fucking idiot. And I'm not saying this to you, bro. You have to understand when somebody's passionate about something, that's the way they're going to speak, bro. So, yeah, I think he's passionate about it. Am I wrong?
Ah, you're right, homie.
Okay.
Did you guys follow the lunar Artemis vehicle that flew around the moon? Did you guys do any research on that?
Yeah, I looked it up on YouTube and it wasn't true. I don't know, bro. No, I never even heard of that motherfucker. So let's get some laughs going, man.
Well, I saw some of the photos of the lunar. They were 75 miles from the moon, and it looked all blurry.
Por favor.
Well, yeah. Also, did you hear that they're going to donate $350 billion to Africa?
For what?
And
Black Panther Part 3?
They're going to build solar panels, and they're going to let them go green with our tax dollars. And the United States in November spent $250 billion more than they collected in taxes. How in the hell do they afford that?
That's good. You know what else they should do? They should kick all the Asian migrants that have taken land over there and build their shit. They build a whole fucking military base to protect them, and they're getting their land stolen too right there.
So they're doing the same thing as the IMF. They're building bridges and they can't pay it back, and then they take their resources.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Just a different thief.
Mm-hmm. And in Afghanistan, when they went into Afghanistan, they took the second richest seed pod farm. If anybody knows that, it holds the original seeds of almost every fucking what is it? I don't want to say tree or whatever.
Every plant, every
produces,
tree, anything that reproduces.
Yeah, they took that shit, man, from them under their noses.
Yes, and that's power right
the
there.
U.S.
Bro.
government?
Yeah.
What do you think was going on in Ukraine and Russia. You think they're all about just selling weapons, and probably next summer, it's going to be over with?
Yeah, all this shit's propaganda, homie. I believe that there will be a false flag war, though. I believe that people will die, though, but it's a false flag. It's not real shit that's happening under two nations that really want to go to war with each other. It's being funded by the same fucking people that have funded every war since the beginning.
Selling weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, because if ever you watch the old videos of the explosions of the nuclear bomb, but they have a camera there, and the camera was always stable and never was blown up by the by the nuclear blast.
Yeah, probably the same cameraman that was on there to take the first footsteps on the fucking moon.
Same guy.
Same guy. The same vato.
All right, Pablo. Pablo, I have a
all
question
right.
for you.
Pablo, not Ron Jeremy.
Pablo, I have a question for you.
Yes.
You got to say foreskin or no foreskin.
Foreskin or no foreskin?
I'll explain that later, okay? I'll explain that later. All right, gracias, carnal. I'm going to explain that. Okay. You got fucking Miss Pac-Man trying to call right like I'm really going to answer that bitch. Okay, let's go. Call her your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony? My name is El Pitudo from Ventura County.
El what?
Just saying what's up. Excuse me?
No, this is El.
El Pitudo.
Okay. All good.
Just calling and saying what's up, Marvelous.
What's up, homie?
Hey, what's up? I was going to ask you, what do you think about anything interesting about Egypt that you know about?
The shit that they're trying to pump out about, they're letting a little bit of truth out, little by little, every fucking month. I see there's just a little bit more, now they're promoting that, the pyramids were charging stations, and the whole Tartarian, stuff the revelation or the revealing of the Tartarian Empire is coming out. But I mean, I don't know, bro. Those aren't tombs. A lot of the stuff that the dog, I forgot the name of him that they worshipped and stuff like that. That did the embalming of the Egyptians and stuff. Oh, my bad, homie.
It's all good.
Yeah, I just see there's a lot of truth being revealed, bro, to people, and I think that they're doing it for a reason, for whatever ritual that they're trying to do it for. I don't know, but yeah, the pyramids, they're no different than any other pyramid, whether it has to do with the Mexica, the pyramids that are found in Asia, the pyramids that are found in Russia, Germany, and the Arctic Circle. They're all the same, bro. Those were portals. Whether anybody wants to
right, yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just asking because I'm about to go in a few weeks, and I'm just trying to see what, I'm trying to do my little investigation.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Cairo and down to Luxor and fucking all over that place.
Okay, when you go over there, and if you do take a guide, homie, ask them about the river or the lakes of Mercury under the pyramid and see if they answer that for you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, ask them about that because
there
is a lake of Mercury under every fucking pyramid, homie. Fact.
Yeah, I heard that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's the type of shit hell yeah, for sure. All right, cool. Muchas gracias.
And ask them why the noses are all chopped off.
That's a trip, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, cool. Muchas gracias.
The Sphinx nose is chopped off too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Sphinx that he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, let's keep it pushing.
All right.
Thank you, carnal.
Muchas gracias.
Okay, we got my boy Laris. He's trying to get through. So let's see. Laris, keep calling. I'm gonna get to you. Call her your name and where you calling from.
Don Perruco.
Hell yeah, Don
Portland,
Perruco.
Oregon.
You gotta roll those motherfucking R's. Just right here, big guy.
Hey, don't hang up on me again, please. No.
I didn't hang up on you.
Hey, I got a question. Oh yeah, by the way, Tony, I'm pretty sure you know, but obviously you know there's a delay, right?
Yes, there is. Like
I keep hearing, like, when I see the video, I keep like talking over people. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well,
so if I overtalk somebody, you know.
You got to turn on your television, bro.
Yeah. Hey, I have a question for Marvelous.
What's up, homie?
Hey, have you ever heard about the when you sign a check? You know about the if you look at the line where you sign, and it's not an actual line.
Yeah.
there's like tiny letters that make that line.
Mm-hmm.
What is that about? I mean, I heard it, but I don't know what. Like,
You know what, bro? I have a fucking video on that, and I'm gonna look for it now that you said it. But it has to do with our fictitious name that we're signing to, our John Hancock. That's not our real name, bro. It's a fictitious name. It's a government name. Those are made up names to be prosecuted under. So like for instance, when you go get indicted for something and they indict you under your name or something, say your name was fucking John Hancock or whatever, and they indict you under that name and you don't identify under that name, you're not even supposed to be incarcerated at all if you don't identify with that name. And
oh yeah, I heard about something like that.
Yeah.
Like so it has to do with something with the old caps, and then like
exactly.
Basically, if you write it with like like something like it.
Exactly.
But I heard about the check thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember I tried to look at a check, and I see some tiny like really like read what it said, but I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I heard.
And it just got stuck in my head, and I was like, I'm gonna see if you know about that.
Yeah, you used to be able to go to the fucking New York Stock Exchange to find out your value. You could find out your value on how much you're worth, bro. And I heard they recently put a stop to that because some lady went and I guess she received a check under when they were giving those what were they giving, those stimulus checks, right?
Yeah.
And they accidentally put her I think it was like $80 million or something like that. And she went to the bank and they gave her like half of it, and she had to return it. She had to return that money. But it was really her worth or some shit like that. It's really what she was valued at.
I bought everybody micheladas.
Imagine.
That's foul.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know what. Basically, you don't know what. Because I mean, obviously, I'm talking about like let's say a payroll check, right, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you look at the line, like I was wondering what that like if you're like signing something, like.
Yeah, I can't even say it, homie.
Anyway.
I wouldn't even be able to tell you right now.
Yeah. All right, then, boy. I was just trying to share that. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, homie.
Hey, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Hey, last time I called, my bad. I don't know if you noticed, but again, my bad again. When I was talking, it cut off, and then I heard the video. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I only said, there was a point to me asking her about, about the homeboy chick, because he made an album, and I think she was on the cover. That's what I was trying to get at. But I think my voice cut off, so it just sounded weird. It was like you heard like 40% of what I said. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah,
all good, bro.
Anyways, have a good night.
Yes, sir. Right. Okay, let's go. Call your name, but where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Pascual from Santana.
Santana in the building. What's good, bro?
Hey, what's up, bro? You keep holding Marvelous from not going to Santa Fe Springs no more.
Wait, we say that again?
I said you keep holding Marvelous from going to Santa Fe Springs.
Oh, Friday nights, homie. Yeah, I'm always my daughter, because I get my daughter for the weekends, homie. So she always likes to go there and go shopping and shit. So I take her on Friday nights. But it's firme. Like I'm gonna pick her up tomorrow, and I'll take her. I'll take.
See you over there.
Yeah, I'm everywhere, homie. People trip out. I'll be at Ontario Mills. I'm fucking everywhere, homie.
What time do they close?
At the tonight?
Yeah.
They close. What time do they close, homie? Midnight? No, 11?
Like at midnight, yeah, Simone.
All right, yeah.
All right, you still got time.
Nah, I won't go this late.
All good.
Hey, but you have a good one, homie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, gracias, canal.
That's cool.
All right, let me see. Call her your name and where you calling from. Call her, you got 3 seconds. Call her. Let's go. Let's go to the next one. Here we go. Call her your name and where you calling from.
What's up, fellas? This is Josh from Phoenix.
Josh from Phoenix. What's good, bro?
Hey, I just had a question for Marvelous real quick. What I don't have a lot of insight, but what kind of stuff would like the Mexica used to get, like, to
to get high or, you know, to get drunk or get like on a different level. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of plants, bro. There are a lot of plants as well as mushrooms. They used
Marijuana?
no, I mean marijuana's now, you know.
Well, I'm only asking.
No, I'm just saying, you know, there's a lot of fucking plants they used to use. I can't even give you the names of bro. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce them right. I know I'm not.
Okay.
But yeah, there was a lot of plants, and it wasn't just marijuana. You know, they of course, yeah, but that's typical now. But there's a lot of shit that they don't even tell you about mushrooms and plants, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about licking a frog's back? You ever heard about that?
I heard about some shit like that, but I don't know if that's associated with the mexica.
It's a toad. It's a fucking frog. It's a backyard frog. Okay, like grab a frog
Yeah.
and
It goes ribbit.
yeah, ribbit.
Yeah, I heard a big ass argument about the fucking tortoise and a turtle. The difference between them, you know, the difference.
Exactly. Like I heard the difference. No, I'm not even gonna say because I'll get canceled.
Doesn't a turtle swim and a tortoise like land? Or
Yeah. There you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have fins.
Yeah, there's a difference between them.
One has fins
Fuck.
and one has arms or legs.
Okay, now can I say what a comedian said? A comedian said this. What's the difference between a fag and a gay?
Well, a faggot was literally considered has associated with a stick.
Okay, see,
Did you know that?
now I did. But anyways, that was it. I hope I don't get canceled. That's what I heard a comedian said. And if you want another comedian, just just email me. So, anyways, let's go. After hours.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I just wanted to know. I don't know if they were into like ayahuasca or something like similar to that. You know what I mean? Like the
Possibly.
peyote or something like that. You know?
Yeah, I have a bunch of screenshots, bro. But I know I'm not gonna be able to find them for you in time.
Marvelous. You always give the same answer.
No, but I do have a lot of shit, bro.
I know you do.
have a lot
I'm
of
just
shit.
saying what these lames say.
Yeah.
You know, every time that they ask you a question, all you do is answer and go.
And you know what though? I could say for myself, I always give the fucking answer when they hit me up. Always.
Are you sure when they ask you a question, you don't go, hey?
Nah. Huh? Imagine? Fuck no. I'm not one of those fake ass fools.
All right. Thank you, Carnal.
Hey, quick question for you, Tony. What do you think about, like, I don't know what the conspiracy is about Big L back on the East Coast? You know, how you know, a lot of people say that Jay-Z supposedly had him killed or whatever, but you know, I just think about it like, you know, he could have been one of the greatest. You know, if he wouldn't have got shot down. And I just wanted to see if you had any insight on that.
No, I don't, bro. You know what? Let me give a shout out to my boy DJ Toro, who lives in Harlem. Whenever I go to New York, that's who I go and stay with. He took me where Big L was shot to the exact location. I actually took a picture at his mural, and he actually took me to his doorstep where he lived. And he told me the whole story. He was just somebody that just smoked him, bro. And like, you know, a lot of people think it's a conspiracy. You know, I don't think so, bro. I just think it was just some street shit, bro. And one day, hopefully, when he comes out here, because I think he'll be out here in February. My boy DJ Toro, he DJs for Raekwon, Cameron, Cassidy. He DJs for a lot of people, bro. 50 Cent. He hosts the show. This is 50. So when he comes out here, you know what? I'll take calls, and anybody can call him and ask him about that, because he knows a lot about Big L. He knows a lot about, you know, he's East Coast, bro. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I just asked that because I listened to a lot of the freestyles they had together, and you could see that, you know, Jay-Z took or Big L had a style that Jay-Z kind of almost emulated, you know?
Bro, can I tell you something about Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Jay-Z wouldn't be Jay-Z if Biggie didn't die, bro. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that's
Biggie died, and then this guy took the next step, started worshiping the fucking devil, started wearing fucking do without will, him and his fucking girl, and then they became fucking billionaires, and they're fucking doing evil shit in this fucking industry. So there you go. Anything you want to add to that? You disagree, Marvelous?
No, that's your shit. I believe that.
Okay.
I know that. That baby's not her baby either.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, homie.
all right.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, you know what? I have to make a phone call. I got to call somebody.
10:30, homie?
No. This person right here, he's a big, fuck. Stop calling you guys.
He's a big fuck. He's a big fuck.
Hold on. Dude, I swear to God, I'm trying to fucking. Give me 1 second.
Get it together, Tony. We don't have all damn night.
Dude, I swear to God, these fucking calls are coming in like crazy, bro. Okay, let me see.
I want to know about your bling bling sweater.
Nah, I mean. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second, callers. Give me 1 second. I have to make this phone call. Okay? Hopefully he picks up, because I'm calling you, bro.
He's calling
Word.
Moses.
What's up, homie?
Okay, here you go. Right here. Marvelous is right here in front of you, bro. Bro, I've been getting like dozens of calls, but I called you,
I
carnal,
hear you.
because you're a big time supporter. You're a day one homie, so go for it.
Man, homie, your phone lines are blowing up like crazy. I cannot get in for that for shit.
So, go ahead, bro.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Tony? What's up, Marvelous? Hey, man, I just tuned in. I hardly stay up. I always catch it like a day later, homie, because I'm always driving and waking up early, different hours or whatnot. But my questions for both of you guys is, as far as what do you guys think as how the government's pushing for as far as this what's the recession or whatnot to slow the interest rates and all that? And as far as another one is, what do you think as far as how people should invest in their stocks or crypto, shit like that? The Bitcoin, do you see that as much as a false thing or as a come up thing for the government to do? And then one more other question on top of that,
That's
if
three
that
of
kind of
them.
makes sense. That is three of them. Well, fuck, I've been trying to get through, homie.
Right. I already forgot the first question, bro. Okay, let us ask the first question. What was the first question again?
Fuck, now I'm thrown off. All right, the first question was, what do you think
The recession.
as far as the government, as with this interest rate shit? Do you see them as putting the whole economy in general going through a future like Great Depression, but they're trying to say it's not going to happen?
Go ahead, Marvelous.
Go ahead, bro.
No.
My answer is gonna be a general one for all three of them. But go ahead, you answer it one by one.
Okay. I'm answering it from a biblical perspective when it comes to Bible prophecy, okay?
Okay.
I expect everything to get worse, not only, morally, but also financially, okay? Because everybody's expecting, biblical prophecy expects the Savior to arise, and this Savior is only going to be the Antichrist, who's going to fix everything, and everybody's going to kind of look up to him as the Savior of not only finances, but of everything else. But that's only going to last for about 3.5 years. So I expect things to get worse before they get better. But when I say better, it's a false better, and it's going to be a false peace. But that's just me. And I think I can answer all your questions with that. I don't know if you want to chime in.
Okay, real quick. I'm gonna answer your question in the form of a question, bro. What do you consider?
right.
What do you consider value? What's value to you right now?
As of right now, what's value to me
Yeah.
is providing what's the word?
Generational.
Generational future for my kids and for their kids.
Okay, and what is that? And besides it being your way of thinking, what is wealth to you?
Wealth at the moment right now is going towards nutritious and what we eat, for one, because I'm really getting more and more educated on that.
Okay, so your
And
lifespan.
then, yes, for sure.
Okay.
And then also just to generate the income, bro, to pass on.
Okay.
Or to own stuff, I guess you want to say.
Okay. Own things such as what?
Properties, bro.
Okay. Property or land?
Both.
Okay. So you ask 9 out of 10 people, or 9 out of 10 people this question, they're gonna give you an answer associated with money. or what you just said, property. I want to own property, or my bank account, I have this much, or we're saving up, we have this much. So they associate that with some form of wealth. It's not. What was real wealth from the beginning? It was how much cattle you had and how much seed you were able to produce of whatever vegetable or stuff that you were farming. That's your value. That's your wealth right there. How much you could feed your family, how much you could sustain that family for a generational time period. Right now, nobody has no fucking wealth, none whatsoever, nor do they want to learn about how to plant a seed or water that seed or provide for an animal, feed that animal to become, to grow, to produce reproduce itself with other cows or horses or whatever the fuck meat or protein you're trying to produce or whatever. We don't have none of that. We don't have none of that, bro. If they close the supermarkets tomorrow, we're not gonna. Where's everybody gonna go? They're gonna break into your pad. They're gonna break into fucking stores. They're gonna be in a panic, bro. And that's exactly what they want. So everybody thinking about, oh, I need to invest in Bitcoin. I need to do this and I need to do that. That don't mean shit. It never has meant anything. It's the own ignorance of our mindset that this fucking statue right here holds value. Or that Tesla right there is worth so much money. No, in your fucking ignorant mind, that shit's worth a lot of money. In my mind, that shit holds no value. But the fucking crops that I'm planting in my backyard, that shit's value.
The lemons, the avocados, the figs, the pomegranates, the tomatoes, all of that.
Yeah,
beautiful.
So look at everybody.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying for as far as like the inner cities, like okay, what you just said, having stuff planted. If you figure if you're not in a far away, like I mean, if pretty much everybody in any kind of neighborhood, pretty much people know who's who, right?
Right.
So with that being said, if you're my neighbor and like let's say fucking I didn't have shit or whatnot, if God forbid, but I'm like, oh well, homie's up on shit. You mean could you break bread? Maybe you could trade.
Yeah.
You like so? Do you think that would eventually happen?
That is
moving forward.
It's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. The people that do know shit that are supposedly woke out here, they're the ones that their phones are gonna be blowing up. Hey, homie, can I go over there? I seen all the water that you got, homie. Can I have a pack of water? Oh, my babies. Everybody's gonna be blaming shit on their babies. But my baby needs diapers. I need water for formula. I need this and that. I need toilet paper. Nobody knows how to do shit, homie. Nobody knows how to compost. Nobody knows how to start a fucking fire. Nobody knows how to hunt. Nobody knows how to gut their fucking animals so they don't get toxic meat. Nobody knows how to do anything. But everybody's let's invest in some fucking Bitcoin.
Exactly. Well, okay, yeah, you did answer my question. So my thing with that being said, this is also another question. Sorry about that. On top of another question, how would you say what is a main problem with in general with everybody soaking up that knowledge to make it happen? I mean, people are hearing it, but they're not going through it. Like I try to tell other people around me or whatnot, but it's like it's in one ear out the other, and it's kind of you're trying to show them the water, but nobody wants the water.
And
so it's like
it's sad to say, homeboy. This is the saddest thing to say. This answer, homie, is that nobody is gonna want to know shit until they're affected with that tumor or cancer. Then they're gonna want to know how to save their fucking life, and it's already gonna be too damn fucking late.
Too late.
Yeah. All right then. Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate finally. Well, I didn't get to get in, but Tony, I appreciate the phone call to get me in. You know what I mean? Because I was like, damn, I cannot get in this motherfucker for shit.
Hey, bro. You know what? I got you, carnal.
All my respects, homie. Thank you for your questions, homeboy.
All right,
likewise, homie. Hey, and I eat foods in the house.
I eat foods.
LA, homie.
Straight up, brother. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Call your name. Where are you calling from? Hello?
Buenas noches. This is B from Bakersfield.
Bakersfield in the motherfucking house, bro. What's good?
Let's go. Yeah, so this is a question, I guess for both of you guys. I just want to know if you guys know anything about the Purépecha Empire. I know Marvelous is real up on, you know, the culture and stuff like that.
I don't, and that's the wisest answer that I can give you. I don't, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I know somewhat, bro, but I would actually like to refer you to a homeboy, actually, bro, that knows more than me specifically about that. Oh my God.
Okay,
So-
the only reason I ask is because I am a little bit, I know a little bit about it, being from Michoacan, that's where they're from.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it may be something to look into. They were the only empire that technically never really got conquered in Mexico. They beefed it with the Aztecs or the Mexica for a good minute, but they always won. Every war they had, that was the only empire the Aztecs or Mexica could never defeat, the Purépechas. And it's something that to this day there's Purépechas, so it's like a real native tribe from Mexico, basically. You know what I mean?
Hey, so my homeboy on Instagram, it goes by KUIAHUITL_7. That's a good homie right there, and he could give you a lot of info. If you need to hit me up on Instagram, and I'll send you his link, homeboy, personally. I'm gonna be doing a live with him pretty soon, because he teaches Nahuatl. So yeah, I'm gonna be he could show the homies a lot, or the raza women too, how to speak. I think he speaks classical Nahuatl.
Okay. All right. Well, muchas gracias. Y ya dijo, I'll hit you up.
Gracias, homie.
All right, brother.
All right.
Let's go. Fuck, we got fucking mad fucking calls. Here we go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Yo, what up, Big Tony?
What's up,
Hey,
brother?
I'm calling from Costa Mesa.
Costa Mesa.
What up, big dog? Hey, but grew up in the Harbor area, Gardena. Hey, check it out. I got a story when my son was born in a hospital. So I told the lady, right? I said, look, if you write his birth certificate, can you not make it capital letters? And she was giving me a hard time. And then she kept on bugging me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then at the end of for 2 days, she kept bugging me. And at the end of the day, at the end of the shift, I asked her, hey, does anybody ever ask you that? And she was like, yeah. And the reason why it's because what Daniel was saying about the straw man, about a different entity.
Okay.
Exactly.
With the capital letters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You care to
But it was a
elaborate
trip
on
how
that?
she was like, yeah, a gang. You know what's the trip though? She was like, yeah, a gang of fools asked me that too.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, then how come you can't? She was like, because I just can't.
Because you won't be
And I'm like,
identified.
"Alright, fuck
You
it."
won't be identified as a slave under oh my God, this corporation, not a free land. It's
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
they're considered a corporation, homie.
It's a corporate entity. Hey, so
yeah.
check this out. So then he was 2 years old, right? Or 3 years old, and I go to get a birth certificate because I was like, fuck it, you know, I gave in and shit. And anyways, when I'm going there, there's a guy outside and he's trying to spit game. He's like, hey, don't get a birth certificate because this and this and this. I'm like, I know, homie, but it's fucking my baby mama right here. And she's like, fuck it, I need a certificate, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, that shit was a trip, dude. She was fighting me hard, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
She was fighting me hard. She was like, nah, I can't do that. I was like, all right, fuck it, whatever.
Well, I learned something new today. I didn't know that about the whole capital letters.
I think that's what's real more important than that, bro. And man, I wish people would just fucking just do this already. I wish I would have did it. But not getting that first set of immunization shots, I think that shortens our lifespan like 30 years off of our fucking life. Really.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the booster?
No, none of that shit. I don't get none of that garbage.
Hey, just like back in the days, they had that polio shot that had fucking cancer cells in it.
Yeah, who knows what that shit really even is.
Oh,
yeah.
That's some bullshit.
All right, carnal. Thank
Anyways,
you, bro.
you're looking out, man.
Yes, sir. All right, let's keep it going. The lines are open now. Radio. Whoa.
I'll let you go in almost 10:30.
Caller, your name and where you calling from. If you want to get out of here, let me know.
I'm hungry, homie.
Okay.
I need to eat something, dog.
Hey.
Okay, 10 more minutes. Caller, your name, where you calling from?
All right. This is Mike from LA. What's up, Tony? What's up, Marvelous? How you guys doing?
What's up, Mike?
What's up, Mike?
Hey, I just want to remind everybody in the chat about last week. Carolyn Rodriguez, who was all under the bus saying LA Food Support SPF. And that's right, fool. LA Food Support Chomos. We go to the Catholic Church and get molested by the priest. You know, our fathers, they divorced our mothers and married another man. That's right, homie. We support LGBT. LA fools are gay to the max, homie. That's right. That's it. I gotta go. Here comes my guapo.
What the fuck was that?
Caller, your name or where you calling from?
Crazy, homie.
Caller. Caller, your name, where are you calling from? Fuck, okay. Let's see. Caller. Fuck, these dudes are fucking crazy, bro. What the fuck? Caller, your name, where are you calling from? Okay, fuck it. Let's go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from? Caller. Alex, let me do the Bluetooth once again, okay? Okay, because I think it's shit's fucking up. Okay, here we go. Okay. We're good? Okay. Caller. Caller, your name, where are you calling from? I don't know why it's not answering, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Caller. Bro, I don't know if it's my fucking phone. Hold on, let me just do all of this. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Incoming call. Caller. Fuck it. I don't know what happened.
Not working?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, there it is right there.
Maybe you had the fucking volume down.
Is that Vato ese? We're going to jump him.
Yeah, we jump his ass. What's up? What's good, bro?
Hey, buenas noches, Tony. Buenas noches, Marvelous.
What's up, homie?
Hey, I got a quick question for both of you guys.
Yep.
Hey, do you guys consider yourself to be or to have brown pride? If so, why?
No, hold on. Let me ask you this. Can you define brown pride?
No, when I'm asking you guys.
No. You said deep. You know.
What would be considered brown pride?
So
That's what he's asking,
bro.
homie. Like, what's the definition to you so we can see if we identify with being that?
If you don't know, just hang up.
No, yeah, I know what. I mean, well, I don't have brown pride. See, this is where I was going with the question.
So it's a trick question.
Hey, look at homie. Let me tell you something then. Before you even give your answer, so I won't even. So people won't say that I'm going with your answer, or even if I go against it or whatever the fuck. Let me give my answer. Yes, I consider myself brown pride. What is brown pride to me? Protecting our people, with not only Mexican but Puerto Rican, any indigenous form of brownness or melanation. I believe in the protection of that. That we marry our own, we protect our own, we teach our own. That's brown pride to me.
Okay. Me personally, I don't. I say orgullo mexicano. I don't say brown pride.
Mm-hmm.
Reason being is because by admitting that I'm brown, I'm also admitting that there's white, and we know that there's no such thing as a white person. There's
red.
No such thing as there's. Correct. You get where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
So by admitting that we're brown as raza, we're making ourselves less than by admitting that, because just by default, if we're brown, there's white, and white is seen by others as pure, as whatever you consider white seems to be pure and better than.
But that's just your mindset, homie. So by me believing that I'm brown doesn't mean that white's better than brown. Fuck no. There is only two colors.
No. There's
not brown, white, and black either. There's only brown and white. That's it. You contain melanin or you fucking don't. And those are the mindsets that they've given us in our indoctrination, that there's a separation of every fucking thing. There's yellow people, they're Asian.
Exactly.
There's white people, they're fucking white and they're inferior, or they're the best or whatever the fuck. No, that's not true.
Right. I don't agree with that either. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Me myself, I stay away from brown pride, and like I said, I say orgullo mexicano.
All right. You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you, my bro. Thank you for calling in.
Appreciate it, homie.
Yes, sir. Bro, I just think we're just splitting hairs too much.
Let's split the hairs.
Like, I'm not brown pride, but I'm raza. I'm not raza, but I'm Cali Mac. I'm Cali Mac, but I'm not indigenous. Like, bro, like, okay. Call it your name and where are you calling from? Hello.
The bag, marvelous skill. What's up?
What's up, homie?
What's up, bro? Where you calling from?
Oh, this is JR from the Bay.
From the Bay. What's good, my brother?
Yeah, yes, sir, man. What's up, Marvelous? I got a quick question, man. I got touched upon the Freemason Society on one of the last episodes, right? I heard that they have their own way of discipline or even killing their own if they break an oath, right? And that the authorities, law enforcement, are aware of that method of the kill. So they won't do anything. They'll just like leave it an unsolved case, a cold case, or whatever they label it. And so I was just, touching upon that and see if you guys had heard about those type of murders that go on unsolved. And I also heard that they might even take the body to a certain morgue where they'll perform certain rituals over it. And they might even take the pineal gland.
Yeah, I believe in all that, homie. Yeah, I know that. Well, I know that's fact. That's not that I believe in it. I know that to be fact.
But they say that it's only like the top few of a certain level of those individuals that know that the majority of them are just like well-to-do citizens, but there's a certain few that only practice like a different level of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, man, guys, great show, man. I'm Marvelous. You hungry, man? You want some tacos?
Yeah. Appreciate you, homie.
Thank you, bro.
I'm gonna go
Hey,
eat
shout
right
out to everybody in the background, Norbert and Ali. Shout out to you guys too, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you. Here we go. Thank you, bro. Okay, we're going to take one more phone call. You good with that, Marvelous?
Yeah, go for it, homie.
Okay. Last caller. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Jaden calling from Sacramento.
What's up, my brother? You're the last caller, so make it good.
All right, I'm going to ask you the same question you asked on the last Roadium episode. If you could take the beautiful Daza Del Rio out, where would you take her?
To the swamp meet and buy her a mangoneada. Walk around, buy some books, and after that, go to a Mexican restaurant and, buy her some fucking chile verde enchiladas, rice and beans, maybe a michelada. Walk down the street, buy her a corn. You know what I'm saying? With some fucking
maybe a pink pussycat.
No, hold on, pal. I'm getting there. Mayonnaise, the cheese, and then the fucking tapatio. If you want, some hot Cheeto sprinkles, she can have that. Whatever she wants.
Some crema.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And then after that, go for a fucking cruise down fucking Whittier Boulevard. Say what's up to Marvelous. What's up, big dog? Pull over. Let's go get some fucking tacos from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, Marvelous, you take her out for the rest of the night, and I'm gone. That's it. Because you know what? It ain't no fun if the homies can't. There it is there. This is my brother right here, bro. So you know what? It's all good. She's in good hands. So I hope that answers your question, carnal.
Yeah, big shout out to Ron Jeremy. Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, exactly. Fake ass fool. All right, my bro. Thank you, bro. All right, late.
Yeah, thank you.
That's fucking crazy.
Marvelous, you want to be? Oh, fuck. Hold on. Call your name. Where are you calling from?
Hey, dispensa, está ruco otra vez. I forgot to ask you guys why I called for in the first place. Yeah, my bad. what I asked you guys, that was like the second question. I was like, that was amazing. With this whole snitch gunner thing. So I heard I was checking out this channel. I think it was yesterday, and there was this guy with a big ass like watermelon head or like a brain or some shit like that, and he was talking about the gunner and the young Doug or Slim Doug, whatever the fuck his name is. He was talking about them, they're Masons, this and that, and what that motherfucker said. That's exactly what happened. I don't know if you guys been keeping up with the news and shit, but I don't know. I just wanted to ask you guys what you thought about that. If you even knew that they were with the Masons.
Go ahead, bro. Are you getting sleepy?
I don't even pay attention to that bullshit. But from what I heard a little snippet. I don't know the whole court proceedings. Are you talking about Gunna, right? The whole Gunna shit, the rapper.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
so
from what I heard, people are calling him a snitch or a rat. I don't know if he snitched on anybody. I don't know the whole court proceeding, like I said. But what I did hear is him snitch on himself or on admitting to his thing being an organization or like a gang per se. And that's like I don't think he should have said that. But I mean, I don't know, man.
No. I'm not talking about the snitching part.
Oh.
Basically saying that that's all for show. And the dude was saying that since they're with the Masons, that's why they're gonna be able to get out. He said, if what's his name, Slim Thug or something like that. I forget his name.
Yeah.
But he said, just watch. He's gonna get out, and then they're gonna blow up again because that was basically the whole point of of them going to jail or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys follow up on that type of shit, but I mean I did see pictures, and they were they have the Mason suit on and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And basically saying that that's the reason why what they let him out like that. I mean, I don't know. You probably don't believe in that shit, right?
Go ahead,
they're gonna let him out because their lawyers are beasts. Okay,
that's it.
That's all you gotta know. Their lawyers are beasts.
I'll do perruco.
That'll be on Norby's news.
All right, Marvelous. Have some bomb ass tacos, and Tony, go to sleep, motherfucker.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you,
Have
bro.
a good night.
Let's go. Okay. Fuck. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, homie, you keep taking calls.
I think this is you, Lattis.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Okay,
Finally.
last call, bro. Marvelous, last call.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Go ahead, homie.
I promise.
Go ahead.
He's been trying to get on all night.
Because I know you're gonna do the donation, motherfucker.
No, we're good.
Nah, go ahead though. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, can y'all hear me? I hear like a kind of an echo.
Yeah, turn on your TV, big dog, and we're good.
Nah, all right, I hear y'all now. All right, now I had a question for Marvelous. I wanted to know his thoughts on the proposed narrative for the events of 9/11. What he thinks about it. Like, it's a pretty broad subject, but just on the narrative itself, like, is it all that we're being told, or do you think there's more to it?
Oh, there's definitely more to it. Osama died in 2001. He died. He was dying of cancer already. He had been in the hospital for over 6 months. So he had already passed away.
Yeah.
The other shit is everybody that did the first interviews, they all said it was bombs, no fucking planes. What planes are you talking about? So they talked about explosions. Even the people that were in there and that survived in the stairwell, there was pockets of people that had survived in the stairwell and the parking structure down below. That talk about there was several explosions before the big explosion.
Okay.
So yeah, those people all died, and so yeah, the narrative to go and invade another country and form a democracy and take that, like I said, remove those seeds. That was a big thing. To get the oil preserves, that's a big thing. And to get America or the American citizens to believe in this shit. How pumped up and how mad did it get you, homie, when you seen the TV and you're like, fuck, we're being fucking attacked. I know it pumped my shit up. I was like, fuck, man. I remember being young, homie, and I had whatever I had at the time, and I was ready to go to war myself. I went to go enlist in the Marines. Before that shit happened, when I turned 18 on January 5th, homie, I went to go and I passed the test and the psychological shit that they had, and they wouldn't let me go because my record was already bad. I had strong arm robbery, I had a bunch of stupid ass shit, and they wouldn't let me go. Right. And then in September when the shit happened, I was like, fuck, man, they should have let my ass go. or they should have got a bunch of homies. I mean, you know, thinking about, I'm just talking about the narrative. You know, we thought that it was we were really being attacked when those people over there had no fucking idea what was going on. You know, the Pentagon got hit with a missile. That shit got hit with a fucking missile.
So you don't think that those were planes or Muslims?
Hell
in the planes?
no fucking way.
Okay.
No way.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things is that there was never any plane wreckage found either in the towers or the Pentagon.
Nope.
And nobody can come up with any. Now, the wreckage itself was quickly loaded on a boat and shipped off to China for recycling, which is another weird thing about it.
Yep.
But like I said, it's a broad subject. But I wanted to touch on in particular the like Marvelous said, the way the buildings fell, the way they came down. What they ended up finding were these red and gray chips, which is they were from nanothermite.
Yep.
Now nanothermite is a reactive material.
Sorry, my bad, homie.
It's a reactive material. Yeah, it's contained in explosives, and it's used in explosives and propellants, like if you know, in military weaponry.
And they were
so they had to ask. Right. They had to ask, why was there nanothermite inside the debris, unless there was some kind of incendiary devices planted there. Now, if you look at the videos, when the buildings fell, each time you see a floor fall directly below the floor that's falling, you'll see these puffs of smoke coming out the windows. These are called squibs.
Yeah.
They become synonymous. They're really blasting caps, but they call them squibs, and that word has become synonymous with the puffs of smoke you see
the air
coming out of windows of controlled demolitions. So just before the towers fall, you see these squibs coming out. Now, when a plane hits the top of a building, it is not going to cause a building to do a direct free fall and pancake on top of each other all the way down. And that's physicists have spoken on that. People who do the controlled demolition, the demolition experts, they've spoken on that. They say that that's just not how stuff doesn't fall like that.
Right.
So not only that, jet fuel doesn't burn anywhere near the temperature needed to turn a building's frame into molten steel.
Facts.
Because for months afterwards, there was a lava pit down there that was just burning, and that's indicative of controlled demolition with incendiary devices. So nothing matches up as far as the way the buildings fell. As far as the conspiracy theories, everything seems to point to the globalist movement trying to put the world into a state of perpetual war to maintain and enlarge security budgets within the military-industrial complex and to support Israel's agenda of aggression towards its enemies. That's what it looks like. But that aside, like I said, the way the buildings fell, that enough was suspect. And like I said, you can look that up and see the squibs coming out these windows, and that's everything the way those buildings fell is indicative of a controlled demolition.
Lattis,
yeah,
no pun intended, but can I play the devil's advocate?
Go ahead,
sure.
Bro.
I have friends that live in New York, and with their cell phones, they recorded the second plane hitting. And I saw the footage. I saw the footage from multiple friends from their cell phones.
Man, I need a charger.
And it's kind of hard to believe that there were missiles when I saw the planes hit from their cell phones. So I have my own belief. If you ask me this, and this was a Mr. Gray show, bro, because I love my brother right here. And I love, that we have different opinions, and it's nothing like I wish people would watch more PTI on ESPN, because Mike Wilbon and Tony Kornheiser, they disagree, but they love each other. And this is the way it is. I know he believes different, but I believe different. I do believe that it was Islam on those planes to collapse our economy. Now, I do want to say this, Marvelous. If I would have never seen those phone footages, then I would have believed just like you guys. But I did see those phone footages from multiple people. And they live in New York.
We did see, we all did see the figure of a plane hit the buildings. However, we don't know what was in that plane. We don't know if it was filled with people. We
You're
don't
right.
know if it was a remote control
Yeah,
drone
you know what?
situation with.
no.
And you know what, Laris? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I can't prove that there were people in there, but you are absolutely right. I just saw footage of planes hitting. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm not going to disagree with you on that part. But you know what? They could have made it look like that. Now let me ask you this, Laris. What would be the motive to drive two planes with remote control empty into the Twin Towers? What was the motive? Because people say, "Oh, it's money."
Well,
how would you make money off of that?
Insurance. There was insurance pulled. Was it 3 months before?
Right.
Big insurance policy.
Right, and there was also a trail of insider trading going on as far as the goings on within the trade center and the people who had investments
and all the money
regarding everything
all the
having
money
to
that
do
disappeared
with
from
the
the
towers.
Pentagon too, right, bro?
Now
right, and they're saying that this was just a big heist, if anything else.
Yeah, $2.3 trillion that was missing from the Pentagon.
Okay, now I want to say
exactly,
and where it hit, that's where the computers were that held all the information.
Now I do want to say something, okay? I do want to say something, and this is gonna freak you guys out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't even know if I should even say this.
Say it. All right, don't say it because I'm hungry.
No. Hold on, Marvelous. I do want to, because it's worth it, because this is my friend.
Oh.
I have a Muslim friend.
You do? I'm out of here. No, I'm just playing.
No, he lived downtown.
Uh-huh.
His neighbor across, because I don't know if you know, a lot of apartment buildings in New York, there's no elevators.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they live on the 6th floor, you got to
Stairs.
carry your motherfucking bed, your refrigerator, your stove, everything 6 floors.
Yeah,
okay. My homeboy calls me up and he tells me, after all this happened, he's a Muslim. He's from Pakistan. His neighbor across from him, the Jewish guy.
Mm-hmm.
They've grown close. Their kids have grown close. A day before, his Jewish friend told him, don't go to work tomorrow. His Jewish friend knew that he worked at the Twin Towers. And he told him, don't go to work tomorrow. Why? Trust me, do not go to work tomorrow. And he took the day off. And that's what happened, bro. That's all I'm going to say, bro. I'm not going to say nothing else, but it just hurts me because when he called me in tears because he said, this guy, the next day, that Jewish guy moved out. Okay. That's all I'm going to say.
Right. Yeah. Well, like I said, the conspiracy theories are abound. They're out there, but there stands to be a lot gained by people who would pull off something like this. And like Marvelous said, there was a lot of money missing.
Yes.
Like I mentioned, there was a lot of inside trading going on. And if anything at all, if you don't want to entertain such a conspiracy theory, I'm saying that to anybody out there, or even speculate as to what happened. From face value, the nanothermite being in the particles is enough to make you wonder why, because that's a very specific component within
you can't purchase that.
Reactive
it has
material.
to be military.
Right. This was military grade. This isn't like a stick of dynamite. This wasn't an M80. This is the military grade reactive material.
There's a woman.
Not only that, the way that the way the buildings fell. Like, no, it's cool. We got a delay, and it happens.
So the
way the buildings fall. There's no way a plane hits the top of a building and each building falls. Now, if you notice the third tower, which hardly anybody talks about,
7.
no plane hit that building, but
7.
the building fell the exact same way as the others.
Yep.
So that alone that brings up questions and more questions than answers, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that, and I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. But I appreciate y'all shedding some light and opinions on that.
Absolutely, bro. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, homie.
Okay,
all right. Talk to y'all later.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now we can take off these pretty headphones. Okay, cool. Fuck. Norbees. Go ahead and give the super chat, please, por favor. Fuck. This is.
All right.
Hold on. This is Conversation with Marvelous After Hours.
Hey.
Don't lie.
Hey, you like tamales? I got some tamales inside, bro. Let's go.
Googleplex dropped $9.99.
Okay.
No more Freaky Tales podcast?
No, next week, bro. Next week.
Gratitude Forever dropped 99 cents. 99 cents.
That's one top ramen.
Hey. Carlos Cruz dropped $4.99. Yo, Marvelous, why do you no longer support Mr. D? Musically wise, I think he brings a sound no one is doing anymore. Just my opinion. Thanks.
So I don't know who said that I don't support the youngster, whatever. I never said that I don't support him. I hope that he does blow up in whatever fucking he's putting his spirit into, whatever. What I don't support is ignorance in the youth and conducting themselves a certain way. So shout out to the homie youngster from Colton that called into that podcast and spoke to those two guys, the one Mr. D and was talking to him about his conduct and about promoting positivity and how in his music he doesn't promote positivity, and he used a lot of words which he shouldn't have used in that interview or whatever. He also laughed, which is a big form of disrespect. You never, like I always say on this shit, you don't ever disrespect somebody that you don't fucking know. You know, there could be people such as myself conducting themselves a certain way, and that's the way I'm supposed to conduct myself on here, but you don't know me in the fucking street, so don't disrespect me. The same thing with Tony. You don't know him in the street, so, or anybody for that matter. Another thing, don't laugh or disrespect anybody that you don't know when it comes to gang shit or politics. Another thing, don't fucking speak on politics if you're not involved in it, or even if you are fucking involved in it. And these people, you know, one likes to talk about politics on his fucking podcast and act like he's fucking the most super cholo, which he's not. And the youngster doesn't know how to conduct himself to an older gentleman or an older gang member. And that's a big form of disrespect. Us growing up, you get fucking stabbed the fuck up, shot, killed, body not found, or whatever the fuck, you know. So we're trying to teach these youngsters how to conduct themselves, and you don't call another man a bitch, don't call another man a dropout. You don't even know where that word comes from. You never even been busted to be using words like that, you know. So it's not that I don't support him. I hope he makes it. You know what I mean? But I got no ill will towards him. You know, I hope he fucking blows up, and it's just he needs to learn some more, a little bit more respect. He has a lot to learn. You know what I mean?
You know, I will say this to add, you know, to what you said, and I agree with you 100%, Marvelous. My thing with him and his manager, I clearly told him not to go back on that podcast. I warned him. Nothing good came out of that interview. Nothing good. So, you know, I wish you nothing but the best, but, you know.
Yeah, I hope he blows up, man. I hope he gets, you know, makes it.
That's it. But you know what? It's just, my thing is this. Nothing good came out of the interview. You know what? I just wish that he would have stayed. He would have listened, you know, but his manager had other ideas. So, you know, I had to move on. Anyways, I want to address this one guy named Showbiz Cash. Showbiz Cash on the live chat. This guy stayed on the whole interview, and all he did was comment negative things about me. Here's my thing. I always tell people, if you got the balls, make the calls. You never called tonight. But you wanted to stay on the live chat and talk about me. That just tells me, honestly, that you're nothing but a fucking bitch. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. And we're never supposed to call another man a motherfucking bitch, but I'll call that guy, he's the fucking bitch. Because all he did was talk about me on the live chat, and he never fucking called. So, look, if you want to talk to me, reach me at, you know, @_TonyVision and message me. Okay? Don't go on the live chat under a fucking fake name and talk shit. Message me. As a matter of fact, Sunday, we'll be in Whittier. Come out and meet me. Okay? I'll do a Bruce Lee number. You know what Bruce Lee would do like this? Come on, motherfucker. You know, talking all that fucking shit. And I know exactly who you are. And you need to be thankful that when I saw you, I didn't knock you the fuck out, bro. You need to be thankful because I know exactly who you are, Eduardo. Lame ass motherfucker. Anyways, go ahead. Super chats. Let's go.
Hey, there you go. Chargers 420 dropped $9.99. Marvelous is the most interesting man in the world.
Man, I wish shit. I'm not.
I thought I was, but fuck it, I'll pass the baton.
Papa Musica dropped $9.99. Marv, do you believe if our raza migrated to the American lands or if our raza has always been here? Explain, please. Tony. Well, actually, you know what? Marvelous can answer that.
Oh, they're two different ones or what? What's the other one?
Oh, okay.
Is it associated with mine?
No.
Oh, it's different?
Yes.
Okay, what's the question?
Oh, our migration?
Yes.
This. No, I understand it, bro.
Okay.
Come on, homie. No, I believe this is our land, homie. This is our land.
I believe that too. I believe that too, carnal.
So, man, I want to bring those maps. I have them. I was showing you Norbies, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's maps that are showing. You know how Jerusalem is over there now.
Yes.
But it shows how this was the old world.
Yes.
And you know they changed all the fucking shit, all the books. You know they're teaching us a fake history, and changing stuff like the story associated with Moses and stuff. That's our story. So that was something that's been changed. The land and the names of the land, like the Red Sea, it would be down where that little boot of Mexico is right there. That would be considered the Red Sea, not over there.
Okay.
So there's a lot of shit. I'll show you right now.
So the Red Sea is not in Egypt.
No. Where's my phone at? Oh, you have my phone? Oh, all right. Okay. My bad. But yeah. Anyways, I'll show you in the maps. I can't show everybody right here. I wish I could.
You know what's funny? I just addressed that guy, and he stopped messaging. You guys notice that? He stopped messaging. I've never met a hater in person. Go ahead, bro.
All right, this was for Tony. Tony, what do you call a pig that wears a wig and you let it walk on fig?
Miss Pac-Man.
Well, there you go.
From the San Fernando Valley. Got him. Stinky ass wig.
Got him. All right, Pepe Jones dropped $1.99. Have you met KRS-One? What should hip-hop be, in your opinion?
No, it's not what hip-hop should be, in my opinion. Hip-hop is 4 elements. Hip-hop is b-boying, which is, when I say b-boying, breakdancing, popping, just dancing, period. And then there's DJing. Then there's graffiti. And then there's rapping. That's the 4 elements of hip-hop. So when people say, are you hip-hop? I don't know anybody that's the 4 elements of hip-hop. So rapping is one of the elements of hip-hop, bro. So like KRS-One, I never seen him hit up a wall. I never seen him breakdance. I never seen him DJ. But KRS-One is rapping. That's one of the elements of hip-hop. But hip-hop saved my life. And when I say hip-hop saved my life, I stayed indoors, Marvelous, DJing, bro. That's one of the elements of hip-hop. So that's when I say hip-hop saved my life, bro. Motherfuckers are out there boning chicks at a cutthroat motel while I was at home practicing scratching, bro. So hip-hop saved my life. That's why I could say I'm 54 years old. I'm about to be 55 because hip-hop saved my life.
Hey, did you ever meet him?
One time. And you know when I met him? 1989 at the Palace off of Hollywood. I'm trying to remember. Hollywood Boulevard. And I want to say, I'm trying to remember where the Palace is at. Vine. Hollywood and Vine. You know where I met? You know who I met that day too? De La Soul, LL Cool J, who was my height, and Queen Latifah.
Hey.
Look, if you want to listen to some dope ass hip hop from Queen Latifah, listen to the Princess of the Posse. The Princess of the Posse. Ba-dum-ba-dum, 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 ba-dum-ba-dum. How she used to rap off of that, bro. Seriously, the Princess of the Posse. So, that way, come on, bro. Support me, Marvelous.
You know your music, homie. That's good.
So, let's go.
All right. Great
all of a
name
sudden, that
drop, the
motherfucker.
Palace. Shout out to the Palace.
Yeah, all of a sudden, that motherfucker that I confronted, he disappeared from the live chat. Fake ass motherfucker.
All right. Danny dropped 313 for the homies that couldn't be here.
That's right.
There you go. Miguel Rodriguez dropped 199. What does Tony think about the Earth being flat?
You don't believe that?
You know, here's my thing. I don't believe that. But you shouldn't be concerned with the Earth being flat. You should be worried about your chest being flat. Okay? That's the reason why your girls are looking at other men. Okay? Don't worry about the Earth being flat. Worry about your chest being flat.
Man.
Hit me up. I'll give you my meal plan, and we'll work out together, bro.
There you go. Work out that chest.
Yeah.
All right. El
Nah, mean.
Josef dropped $3. He said, F Eduardo.
Yeah, fuck that dude. Thank you for those 3 top ramen, bro.
All
Fuck
right.
Eduardo.
Ralph
Sorry,
707 just dropped $5. Hey Tony, I give Cujo the Savage new album a 6.5 out of 10 on his new album. Do you agree that dude is better than Autotune?
You know what? I will say this. Cool Joe's a fucking dope ass fucking rapper. If you don't believe me, go listen to If I Was Cocky. If I Was Cocky. Okay? I think it's called If I Was Cocky. Is that what it's? If I Was Cocky. I interviewed LA Icon, and LA Icon told me he filmed them like 3 times, and that was his whole video. Cool Joe's a fucking dope rapper. You know what Cool Joe needs? And this is my boy right here. Like, this is the guy that I love. He just needs management. But with management comes with Cool Joe. You have to listen to management. Cool Joe should be at least 10 times bigger than every fucking Chicano rapper out there. Let's go.
All right. Shout out to Cujo. That's all.
All right, cool. Whatever. Marvelous. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Shout out to the homies. Shout out to your son. Always supporting. And shout out to my kids, my boys, my daughters. I love you guys.
And your grandpa.
And my, oh yeah.
Can I call you grandpa?
To all the grandpas out there.
Can I call you grandpa?
Yeah, go ahead. Call me Gramps.
Okay, grandpa. So when I see you Sunday, what's up, carnal? What's up, abuelo?
Abuelo.
So other than that, let me give a shout out to once again Norby's. See, we need to sample that, bro.
Go ahead, homie.
Go ahead, say it again.
Fuck.
Okay. Let me give a shout out to Norby's. Go ahead.
All right. Rabbit Joe dropped another $1.99. He said, what happened with Spice Smuggler on Freaky Tale?
Spice Smuggler joined the Spice Girls. That's the problem, okay? He believed his own hype. He thought he was the show. And guess what? The show went on. And if he's watching, you know you fucked up. Okay? Straight up, you know you fucked up. You did 2 episodes and you fucking your head got bigger than that fucking doorway right there. Okay? So stop. Okay, stop. Okay? Anyways, shout out to Norby's, News Norby's. Shout out to Alex Cervantes Enterprise. If you guys need a smog, if you guys need a transmission.
He's the hog.
Yeah, he's the hog, legally or illegally. As long as you're willing to give up your girl, he's willing to fix it for free. Anyways, other than that,
Damn, son.
Yeah. Yeah. My son, B-SKANLESS, for having him promote this, and the Hip Hop Jedi. And I'm going to give a shout out to one guy that's fucking down as fuck, good looking as fuck, by most girls fine as fuck. Me. You know, let me say this. If you don't have a sense of humor, don't come on my page. You know what? You gotta have a sense of humor. So other than that, Marvelous, muchas gracias. Thank you for coming through, bro. And people that talk shit, bro, on my live chat, bro. Here's my thing. We put the number out there, bro, for people to call. We had this one fucking lame that all he did was talk shit about me. Here's my thing. I don't mind you talk shit about me, but I'm telling you where I'm gonna be at on Sunday. Show up. Between 2 to 8. You got 6 hours. I'm gonna be there. Show up, homeboy. And that's all I'm gonna say. Other than that, much love, much respect. Thank you for every caller. Thank you for everybody on the live chat. Thank you for everybody that liked, subscribed, commented. We out of here. Much love. We're about to go eat some fucking tamales.
Yeah.
We out of here.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusation and accusations. You got it